Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talk Scottish Football and welcome back to Talk Scottish Football Live. I've just realised on the screen it says live coverage and reaction from SPFL Matchday 5. I will update that in a moment.
What a clown.
We've had a lot of technical difficulties. Madness that, first of all, it's madness. We've got a full card today at 3 o'clock. Second of all, it's madness. I was telling the scud 10 minutes ago. So, we're getting there. We're rushing Ross County TV. Oh my God, David, you witnessed the frustration.
It wasn't Ross County TV's fault. It was your fault for being a clown. That's what it was.
No, a clown. It's not my fault that Ross County like to set it up difficult. They want to have two different sites. There's Ross County TV and then there's a pay-per-view site. Why can it not all be in the one site? What is the point in that?
I know. All the clubs make it so difficult to get in. It's a nightmare.
Do you know what? We're 10 minutes late, but at the end of the day, we are here. We're live. I will update the screen because, David, I'm going to hand it over to you in a moment. It is a full match day. Look at the comments. I'm only 9 minutes late. Look who it is. Look who decided to turn up. About time, you bunch of arse bandits.
God, the comments are busy early doors today.
Busy early doors. It's a big day. This is arguably the most exciting Talk Scottish Football Live we've done yet, David.
Well, Celtic and Rangers are at the same time, 3 o'clock kickoff. That hasn't happened for a while, so
crazy.
This
is the first time as well that I have got to watch Celtic live on this show. This is the first
to watch
ever.
Celtic live on YouTube ever.
Yep, this is the first time that I've done a Celtic watch along. I'm going to try and plug the life out of it as soon as we settle down, get relaxed. But my oh my, exciting days,
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because I really hope we get some sort of drama. I really hope we get one of the teams going behind, the other team going in front, something just to spice it up.
You want it just to be like Helicopter Sunday, but 30
minutes
early.
I'm gonna absolutely love it because you're gonna feel all the emotions of watching Celtic whilst having to listen to me rave about how good Rangers are, probably.
Whoa, right, hold the bus here, right. Well, if there's one thing we know about Dundee United is they like to kick into Rangers, so we'll wait and see what happens.
We're down, some would say.
Right, that's it.
No Lauren Shankland, though. We did think, well, he's on the bench. We thought he might
be on the bench. He's back in the squad. He'll make an appearance today.
Did you see Mickey Mellon's press conference?
No, I did not.
It was the best thing ever. He was at the start of it. He's like, guess what? To all the journalists, and he's like, he's back! Absolutely good.
That's why you've got to love Mickey Mellon. Love him.
You're a big fan of him. So
I do. I like Mellon. No, David. Naughty. No. Why did you do that?
And do you think it's pretty mad that we're talking about that we've got 3 o'clock kickoffs today, not one Scottish game on TV? I wonder why.
And we've spoken about that, of course.
Anything on this weekend?
Well, we've spoke about it on the podcast. If you haven't watched the podcast, shameless plug, go ahead and watch the latest edition of the Talk Scottish Football Podcast, episode number 27, in which we talk about the whole, the fact that Scottish football has just been put to the side today. But who cares? Because did you watch any of the Arsenal and Fulham game, by the way?
I watched the last 10 minutes, but the start of it was pretty horrific, was it?
Mate, the quality of football in the game as a whole was absolutely shocking. I thought Tierney looked good again. I think there was a good performance from Maitland-Niles. I thought there was individual moments of brilliance from players here and there. I thought Aubameyang looked like Aubameyang as usual. But in terms of the whole match and the quality in the game itself, oh my God, Dave, jeez, I've seen better played at Brecon.
What were you watching at Brecon? Actually, that was just a kind of phrase.
Right, it was just me. It was just me trying to make.
We're not talking about English football anymore now.
I would not. But the people filing in their comments, don't worry, we'll be going through them as usual. Aidan, I see in the chat. Kean, hello, nice to see Aidan Brennan, Archie Gillis, Kirsten, Louise Hughes, Archie, Jack, Glasgow Rebel, everybody so far leaving their comments. Thanks a lot. We will get on to it, but we've got about 15 minutes to preview the games before they kick off, so we're going to try and fly through these. Let's start out the way, get it in and done with Celtic. We'll get on it because everybody's asking what I'm thinking about the 3-5-2. I am delighted. I thought I was seeing things. I thought I was still 12 pints deep from last night, but he is playing it. He's doing it. Who's on the left? I don't know. We'll find out at kick-off. It's exciting. We're going to get two up front. That's it.
It's amazing. Yeah, I looked at the team news, and the first thing I said was, who's playing left back? And you seem to think it's Forrest, do you? Which is bizarre.
Well, I think it's Forrest. I think it'll be Forrest on the left-hand side. We'll to both be given a cheese slice for being late. So, aye. But, no, Forrest, I think, you were only too happy with the decision. I mean, you're not a Celtic fan. Doesn't bother you as much as it would me.
I'm just a bit confused.
You were quite baffled by it. But Forrest played in that left-hand side for a while against Motherwell. I thought he looked fine. I think he can cut in well from the left. But, look, at the end of the day, there's one step forward, 2 steps back. You could say finally gives the 3-5-2 a run, and now Taylor's on the bench. So Aye, it's a weird one.
Is it just a bit strange that he's gone with Forrest instead of El Yunusi? Is that not like a strange
No,
one?
I'm disappointed. Looking at the screen there.
Yeah, man.
The disappointment in your face, sir.
He's a handsome big chap, my pal. Leave him alone. Right.
No.
Yeah, but what are we thinking? I mean, are you nervous at all today?
Nah, I am not. I think, as history shows, Dingwall is a very good place for Celtic to go to. We usually go, we get points, we score goals. A 6-0 win there last season. I think we'll be fine today. Look, they are better this year, Ross County. They've started the season incredibly well. But at the end of the day, we are Celtic. We've got Edouard back in the team. Oh, I'm excited. I'm not nervous in the slightest, Dave, my man. Not excited in the slightest.
We've talked about this so far about how we've got such a title race already that to the point if Rangers go 1-2 up and Celtic are still 0-0 60 minutes, you will be shiting yourself. That's how intense. That's how intense this title race is, and vice versa for any Rangers fans watching.
That could be the entertainment
factor. Some issues.
That could be the entertainment. It would have been really good if Div was on the day for that.
Yeah, I think he'll be having a few cans. Watch this one, so.
Oh, yes, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up breaking him out for the stream as time goes on as well. We'll see how I feel. Right, we'll move on to the opposition. Rangers playing Dundee United. That is a game you'll be watching today, David, of course. Rangers flying to start the season. We're not going to hide away from that. And they've got a game today at home, which you'd expect them to add 3 points. But what are you thinking?
Well, one thing I'm interested in, I thought Alfredo Morelos might have started today. Gerard's come out and praised him for his work ethic, all the rest of it. But he's not. He's still on the bench, came out Ruefully designed. Still Brandon Barker's playing, which some Rangers fans are a bit bemused at. But
I'm still bemused at
the big talking point was Lauren Shankland, though, in terms of team selection. He isn't playing, is on the bench, as we've said. But, United, Nicky Clark starts up front for them. They've been in poor form recently after a really bright start. So I can see them giving... They can give Rangers a game, though. Yeah, I think they'll do what they did for... the Celtic game, they will have a goal. I don't think they'll absolutely park the bus. They'll try and break. But it'll be interesting to see if Rangers can keep going. I don't. How long can they keep this?
One thing, of course.
Run up?
Yep, and one thing we've of course not touched on is the fact this is the first game back from the international break. So let's hope that it does affect some teams in a positive way, and let's hope it affects some in a negative way. I won't reveal who I think it should affect in a negative way, but I think you can take a good guess, Dave. But 3 points for Rangers, I think, will be going their ways. Right, we'll move on. Aberdeen Kilmarnock, a very interesting game. One of the other games out of the two that are going to have fans at the stadium for the first time.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Only 300, of course. I mean, absolutely futile, if you ask me. But a big game for both teams because both teams have been on a decent wee bit of form. Kilmarnock with that huge win pre-international break against Dundee United. And, of course, Aberdeen rallying the troops together, becoming a solid unit. 3 points again today, easy for the home team. I think Aberdeen should be taking this. But Kilmarnock, you know what they're like, and you know what Alex does, very pragmatic. They like to set up well, frustrate them. And I'm sure they will see frustration throughout the game. But one thing that was marvellous for Aberdeen in the last game was that addition of McCrory. I thought he was brilliant in the middle for them. So if McCrory plays anything like he did in that last game, I think they'll easily get the 3 points the other day.
Yeah, and I'm really annoyed that Dev isn't on today because I'd love to watch that game because I think it's got potential to be the game of the weekend.
Really?
And also another weekend of me not watching Kevin Nisbet, which we'll come on to. But yeah, I mean, Aberdeen at home, we praise them a lot on the podcast midweek. I've changed my third place prediction to Aberdeen. So we'll see how that goes today. Kelly, oh, that's nice, mate. Cheers, pal. I don't know who that is. But Kelly looked so good against Dundee United, though. We've talked about their setup now. I haven't actually seen the team news yet, but an interesting game definitely for Tawdry.
I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing of it because, of course, I won't be watching. I'll be watching the Championionies. But next game we'll move on. We'll go over. Do you know what you said? You touched on him. So let's go to Nisbet. Big Nisbet away to St Mirren. What a baffling circumstance that they found themselves in.
Oh wow! Yeah, why are we not doing that? Yeah, that's the big news of the day. I mean, that's wild. Bobby's Lamal in goal for St Mirren today out of nowhere. I last night I was like, they've not got a goalie, so...
While I was intoxicated, you can say. But what I found really interesting, and it was a good point, so, I don't know if you know him, we are in Fraser, the Hearts fan, runs his channel. I have him on Facebook, and I know he put up a status, you know, shout out to Aaron. If you're a Hearts fan, make sure to go and watch his channel. He's a good wee lad. But he put up a status, and it was like absolutely embarrassing for the club what happened to it. Do you remember Anne Budge was going on about Hearts or whatever? Like, she was like, and now she's
St Mirren effectively relegated Hearts as well.
Exactly. So what is that? What happened to Anne Budge there?
I think it was a Robbie. For Robbie Nielsen, it makes a lot of sense though, because I think we're going to see throughout the season. I think we're going to see lots of incidents like this where clubs will have to help clubs. To be honest, you know, these St Mirren players have done absolutely nothing wrong, which is another discussion in itself as to why the game I think probably should have been postponed. Just if you're going to have consistency with what's happened already in the season.
I know it's weird.
So it's an interesting one. I was really looking forward to seeing.
Do you buy into the SNP anti-Celtic hype?
No, that's just the biggest load of nonsense I've ever heard. What? SNP? I've not heard of this. What are you talking about?
No, a lot of Celtic fans, I'm not going to reveal if I am one, seem to believe that the SNP are. Of course, we all know they're very anti-football, as it is. And I'm not revealing anything about. I'm not revealing any of my political standpoints here because I might vote SNP. Who knows? But a lot of people obviously believe they're anti-football, but a lot of people, more particular, believe they're very, you know, anti-Celtic, anti-Irish, you know, and that is why we've been punished so brutally.
Would that makes more sense towards Rangers? No.
I'm not saying
it just sounds like nonsense to me. I tell you what, I was looking forward to see though was I wanted to see Jamie Langfield in goal for St Mirren today. He's on the bench actually, which is mad. I would have loved to have seen him in goal, big clanger. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Kevin Nisbet back, him and Deutsch, goals. Hibs and Coupon, yes, please.
10 minutes to kick off. We've got 2 more games to highlight, and then I'm going to leave you in the hands of David to entertain you while I go and set up the stream for the old man. Because right now it's like a caveman down the stair. He's not any idea how modern day technology.
Don't slag off Stevie. It took you long enough to set it up. So
at least I know how to turn on a computer. Jeez, he can barely open my packet of crisps at this age. Right. Fucking hell. Anyway, Livy, they're taking on, who are they taking on again? I forgot something. Hamilton at the Tony Macaroni on the plastic park. This is going to be the worst game of the day, I imagine. But is he starting? Let me know. Team news. Is Tony Stokes on the park?
Don't hit me with a difficult question if I'm not prepared for it, please.
None of us are prepared for it. But no, Livingston off the back of a big win. And then, the last game against Ross County, big win for them. Gary Holt got his first 3 points of the season, massive for them. So today they'll be looking to carry that on. They've been given a chance to do it at home again. I'm sure they are going to be excited at the prospect of taking on a team down the bottom end of that table. But both teams in a very similar position, both respectively 10th and 11th in the league, with Hamilton on 3 points, Livingston on 5. And as he's starting, he is not.
He's not on the bench. He's not
on the bench. Oh, for goodness sake. Where's my bold claim? I've got to be best player on that
Livy's player of the year, that's what you think, yeah.
Yeah, I think he will be Livy's player of the year. But he's not in the park, sadly. And that'll do that game. There's no point talking much about it because last and finally, we've got one of the best games in Scottish football. Of course, it's the Off the Ball special.
Old Firm Derby? What am I talking about? Off the Ball Derby.
What the fucking date is it? What have I missed? The Old Firm. Oh, jeez.
You're watching Ross County against St Johnstone.
The off the ball derby, Ross County. Sorry, that's your fault there. You've got me muddling up. See you. Look what you've brought us to. Look what you've done here. Confusing everybody watching.
Why have you done this to us?
Motherwell St Johnstone. Tam Cowan, that's the side I'm on the day. They'll get the free.
I think it's going to be a draw because I think St Johnstone were really good against St Mirren last time out. So I think they'll carry on some of that form. But Motherwell, absolutely. We discussed it. Is it a must win for Motherwell? I don't know what everyone watching thinks. I think it's not far off it because they lose today combined with maybe Hamilton getting a result and they're struggling. That's nice. Feeling the love. Yeah. Also, who's getting the first cheese slice of the day?
The first cheese slice of the day. Oh,
I want to see it in the comments. Who's getting the first cheese slice?
Who is getting the first? I'm going to go for
Gary Dicker. That gets the first cheese slice.
I'm going to go for. Actually, I want to make sure he's starting before I shout out a name. I have a name in mind, but I don't know if he's going to be starting. So let's just find out. Line up for. Do you know what? I'll go for Callum Butcher at Dundee United.
Oh, that's a good shout. That's a very good shout. He's going to
get it. That is a good shout. He's going to get the first yellow of the day. But that's it. We've previewed the games. We've got about 5 minutes to kick off. Of course, we're going to have fun as always. If you have your questions, make sure to send them in. Have you seen that Daryl Curry's hosting BT Sports Scotland?
I have seen that, yeah. I've got him on my TV here. So
so have I. I've got it on the side. I was actually going to switch
over. Friend of the show, Daryl Curry. Friend of the show.
Yes. Very nice indeed. It's hopefully he's having a good time doing the studio with Sutton and the rest of them. interesting enough, the first weekend of the new Soccer Saturday. Who needs Soccer Saturday? But when you've got
who is the lineup? I haven't even seen it.
I know. I'm going to go and change the channel right now. I'm going to tell you what the lineup is. I think Micah Richards is one of them.
No, I don't think he is. I think.
Is he not? Is he just a pundit?
A pundit,
just
a
pundit. Oh well, then who knows? What does Sky Sport? Oh, I've got the first of the day, a £5.99. £4.99 donation. Archie Gillis.
Ryan, before you say anything else, look at the photo, right? This is my mate Archie, right? Look at the photo. Look at the kid in the photo.
That you?
Yep.
Aye, mate. You look great. What happened? What happened along the way?
I was like, what, 4 in that photo? 5 maybe?
Jesus,
that was specky went in the day as well. Imagine I was still wearing glasses. That'd be awful.
Well, do you know what? What's wrong with glasses, mate?
So, and I would put my AirPods on, but I don't know where they are. I've got the case, but I don't know where they are. So.
Well, £4.99. Thank you very much, Archie. And that brings us on to the next point. Oh, I've got Soccer Saturday on, and they've decided to get rid of Charlie Nicholas.
Oh, the Gilet's on. Tim Sherwood's on.
Tim Sherwood. That's what I was going to say. They get rid of Charlie Nicholas for Tim Sherwood.
When's Big Chunks getting on? Because Chunks has joined Sky Sports, hasn't he?
Chunks is brilliant. He's on the soccer. He's on the Saturday social. A good wee programme. But if you have the money to donate and you do want to donate on the screen, as you can see, you can super chat your donations through. We will read your comment on the screen. The higher the donation, the more alcohol I drink tonight. So,
well, that's the thing. That donation is coming. I'm gonna have to buy actually a pint with that tonight. So there we go.
Ah, well, that's nice. So you got a pub as well,
on me. Aye, absolutely, man.
Good
I've been out for ages. Looking forward to it.
Shame I can't drive up with you. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, mate.
You seem in thrilled, mate. You seem in thrilled
again tonight. Oh, you're always intoxicated, mate.
Got to keep, mate. 12 pints deep last night. We'll go for 12 again.
Aidan Drennan says, highlight Aidan Drennan's comment. I don't put my address out on a stream because that would be very stupid. And then you'd have to take the stream down, re-edit it, upload it like half an hour shorter than it initially was so that everyone doesn't have your address. What sort of twat would do that? I
know, mate. Who would?
I know, nightmare. Did you ever get the fillet fish, no?
No, I never did. Never came. But we are moments away from kick-off. Paul Merson's talking away on Sky Sports. I'm going to keep you interested with some questions today again, David. I've actually got a good one. We'll go 20 minutes into the game. I'll give you a good question. I've got my first one of the day. Of course, we'll have more. And the people in the chat, they dictate a lot of what happens too. But for now, Dave, entertain the audience. I'll be back.
I thought you were giving me a question now. That's not right.
What do you want to know? You want the first question of the day? Right, fine, okay. You've just been appointed the manager of any club you like. Choose a club. Any club.
Dunfermline Athletic, obviously.
All right, you've been Dunfermline, right? You've been given unlimited money. You know, you don't need to. There's nothing to do with players. You've just been getting £1 billion. You're at the top of the ladder. You can hire anybody, do anything, whatever you like. I'm going to come back to your answer. And people in the chat, let us know what your dream for this is as well, right? You get any coaching team you like. Your assistant manager, your first team coach, your goalkeeping coach. Everybody who works around you, from assistant to tea lady, whatever you want, let me know when I'm back. Entertain the people.
Well, that's mad. So manager, best manager in the world. I mean, Ryan's not gonna like it, but I'd obviously pick. Let's see. Cheers, Scott, friend of the show. Jurgen Klopp, best manager in the world. I hope Ryan's listening because he'll hate that. That's a nightmare. What a question that is. We'll have to come back to it. But I'm currently watching Rangers TV, and Alan Hutton is on Rangers TV, and I'm convinced that this man doesn't age. He still looks like he'd do a job at right back, to be fair. Scotland need a right back, get him capped. What else we got in the chat today? Is 300 fans with a mask on better than nothing? I don't know about you lot, but I see this 300 fans thing today in Aberdeen, right? You've got to sit still for 90 minutes. You're not allowed to cheer, sing, do nothing. You can't get animated. You've literally got to sit there with a mask on and watch the game. Freezing cold. You know, when you're spaced out, you're not even getting that warmth. So what's the point? I would honestly rather sit in the pub than be at Pittodrie today if I was an Aberdeen fan. I think there's loads that'll be the same, especially once the novelty wears off. Like today, there'll be a novelty for the 300 going, but after that, it'll wear off. I can't really see it being that much of an enjoyable experience. There was a really good thing on BBC Scotland this morning. They were interviewing Aberdeen fans, and there was this old guy. They asked him if he was excited. He was like, "No, it's Aberdeen." So that kind of summed it up. But yeah, we'll see how these test events go. We've all got hope they go without a hitch, because the better these go, then the more chance of us getting back to grounds are. Sooner rather than later. Obviously, the championship starts next month, so I'm holding on to some hope I can get back for the start of that. But it's not looking too likely. Pictures on Ross County Celtic gone for you. I don't know. Ryan can't even Ryan's trying to get the stream up for his old man just now. It took him ages to get it up. So I don't know what the story is. He's got a link working. Oh. we've got to do it legitimately on this show, I'm afraid. But yeah, Rangers Dundee United. I don't know. I've got a feeling. I said to one of my Rangers pals yesterday. I said that I think Dundee United will score today. Rangers will finally concede today. I'm convinced, and I think it'll be tricky for him. But I still think Rangers will probably pull through. But I don't think it'll be as straightforward as maybe some of the games have so far. I'm just dying for a turn, a twist in the title race already today. It would be great if we had, even throughout the stream, one team in front, one team behind, something like that. It would be very interesting. Who else have we got in the comment? Have I seen Johnston away kit? Looks like a Morton kit. Is it yellow and blue, I think? There's some really bizarre kits. Speaking of kits, I don't know if Johnston's the same, but Dundee United really annoys me because they've got like a sponsor on the back, a sponsor on the shoulder, a sponsor on the other shoulder, one in the shorts, two on the top. They've got like 6 or 7 sponsors, which kind of just ruins the kit. Apart from that, it is quite a nice kit, but it's almost ruined by that. And yeah, teams are out at Ibrox, but I hope Ryan doesn't miss the start of this game because that'd be a bit of a disaster. He's an absolute nightmare to work with, this boy, I'm telling you. I like how everyone's trying to help each other out with links for their games today. Just pay the money, help the clubs. Come on, boys. What else have we got? Scott Brown to the first cheese slice of the day. Ryan Jack. Good shouts. Scott Brown, Celtic fans in the chat. Should Scott Brown be starting today?
Yeah, is anybody having any issues with the Ross County stream?
Yeah, I'm getting that in the chat.
Apparently, it'll say we'll be back shortly. What's that about? Game should be kicking off any moment now.
Well, I've got teams out at Ibrox, so I don't know.
You've got teams out. I've got Verizon. We'll be back soon. So Ross County doing their job incredibly well.
You might have to just get another means of stream just in case. I don't know if that's possible. But then if Ross County TV's not working, nothing will be working, surely.
No, it's just a pain, mate. Verizon Digital. This will be the traffic starting. Oh, anyway, what was...
Oh, he's frozen already. Superb. Look at him. This happens every week.
Oh, Connie, you get a rest. I stop your moaning. What was your dream coaching team?
Apparently, his goal's working just fine, by the way. Well, I haven't really thought about it yet because I've been trying to change chips. But Jurgen Klopp's my manager. I'll tell you that for free.
You're the manager.
Oh, am I? I thought you said first team coach. Is that not what a manager is?
Well, you're
okay. Fine. I thought I was on the board. I thought I'd bought the club.
It's fine. It's fine. If you're on the board, on you go. But you're on the board. You're on the board. Just change it. Okay. Just make it your own, mate. Just make it your own. I'm away.
Chloe's at the flat pram already.
Aye.
Where we are?
His goal's not working for me.
Who's your assistant, Ryan?
My assistant.
John Kennedy.
What's wrong with John Kennedy? What's wrong with that? No, it wouldn't be mine anyway. Mine would be Alan McCoist.
For your assistant?
Aye.
Are you buying Celtic and you're getting Coisty in?
I'm going to sales margin Celtic.
Goal already in the Premiership this afternoon.
Oh, we got the first goal
of the day. Hamilton nil.
That was quick, dearie me. We have got our first goal, and my God, it's a big one at that.
Are we going to have anyone got Livy on the coupon? I have.
I'll tell you my coupon in a moment.
Livy on the coupon as well.
Livy are up 1-0 against Hamilton. I mean, I wonder how that came about. Anybody who's managed to see the goal, let us know. At some point, I'm hoping that I'll be able to see Celtic play. But what are the first few what's the opening moments like at Rangers?
Well, 52 seconds in, not an awful lot happened as of yet. United pressing, though, it has to be said, they're pressing very high. Nicky Clark pressing Goldson back into his own box just now. So we thought United might have a bit of a go today, and it looks like they're going to. So
that's good. That's what you like to hear. I want to see them actually go for it. I don't want to see any of this scared nonsense or anything like that.
And here they come down the right hand side. United attacking. Can they get a ball in here?
You're giving me hope. That's you starting already with a false hope. Let's see if somehow. Hey, Ross County TV's up, boys. Come on. We're here. We're live. We're at Dingwall. Celtic 0. Ross County 0. 2 minutes and 50. Celtic have a penalty. Hudson Edward is stepping up to the spot. Here we go. It's just, I didn't even notice as it was happening. Celtic, come on, Eddie. Come on. Come on, big man. Come on. Oh, David, you love this, didn't you? You love watching me celebrate Celtic live. God, I swear if he misses, I've got my triple captain on him today, I think. Edward, go on, big man. Oh, it's cool and calm as you like.
Wow.
Ross County 0, Celtic 1. Come on, Eddie. Brilliant. Fantastic.
Back with a bang.
Brilliant.
Oh, he's gone again. But what a start. Celtic 1-0 up already.
I went, oh, if I can't see anything. I need to go down and
there's another goal!
That's another goal!
Johnston nil!
Is it? Oh, it's brilliant for the crew.
3 goals inside like 3 minutes today.
Brilliant. Oh, what a start.
In the bin. Get the Scottish games on the telly. Get it up with Sky Sports.
But the big story so far, of course, Celtic are up 1-0 at Dingwall. As David, I must, let you entertain for a moment because Stevie's losing the plot here.
This is magic. 3 goals already this afternoon. That's absolutely wild. I don't know who scored for Motherwell or Livy as of yet, but Scott Pittman scored for Livy. Wow, 3 goals inside 3 minutes this afternoon. That's mad. The 1 week they put no Scottish football on TV. It looks like Scottish football is going to deliver, as it always does. Dundee United started well here at Ibrox, so could do with a bit of. I feel like what left out. I've not got a goal already, to be honest. But yeah, so did I have Motherwell? I didn't touch Motherwell St Johnstone for the Cooper. Anyone got a bet on this afternoon? What have we got on the cards? I know Archie's got Hamilton on, as do I. Livy on, so that's a good start. I don't know if Ryan's got anything on, but yeah, what a start. Dundee United with a free kick inside Rangers half now. They're probably going to put this into the box. They've started really well here, very lively. So yeah, what an absolute nightmare. Leaving a stream to go meet your old man to get his stream on. Just get Stevie up beside you, get him on the stream. That'd be a good start.
Right, finally, people can actually, and I've been logged. I've been logged out. Oh, great! People can actually sit and watch.
I'm just thinking, Ryan. I don't know if you're going to be able to watch it at the same time as him.
Really?
I don't think so. That's why you've been logged out, I think.
I thought it was turned off the tab.
Oh, maybe then. I don't know.
Oh, let's hope. Right, I've got. If he shouts at me saying it's off, then we know why.
Get him in the room. He can come on the stream as well, no?
Well, I'm sure he'd love to hear me talking absolute nonsense to you. Do you think Jeff Sterling's happy in the studio? Do you think he's happy his team's gone?
Well, he's absolutely kicked the breaks, hasn't he? Because he was going to he was going to quit, and he's just not done it. So that's quite tough.
We can't lose a legend like him.
And also into the new English season, the one thing I do want to mention is that Sunderland are already losing, which is just makes for
Bristol Rovers up 1-0, but who cares? Into the Scottish football. Michael Garndine moving forward here, quick for Ross County. Big Shane Duffy trying to get into him. There we go. Sends him off the ball. I'll tell you, anything Duffy does today, automatically remarkable. Don't care what you say.
Is Forrest playing off the left?
I need to tell you what, the camera angles are absolutely shocking. I can't see anything in the left hand side.
It's really bad at Ross County, isn't it? Because it's so low.
Yep. So Frimpong is definitely on the right hand side. Because there was a lot of people suggesting perhaps Frimpong was going to be on the left.
Oh, United are almost in there. They've started really well, Dundee United. They're all over Rangers at the moment. Barisic scrambles it away for a goal kick, I think. But I still can't see what's happening over.
But this is what you want to see. Do you want early goals? That's what Celtic need. We need to get these games shaken early on because the longer it goes without Celtic getting a goal, the more frustrated Celtic get. And the more useless we become, and the more frustrating it comes for us to watch. So, I'm very happy we've got the goal early doors. That's what matters. And we move forward now. Julian and the ball in the defence. We play out from the back. Shane Duffy, already looking like a commanding figure. This
isn't a live commentary, just so you're aware.
No, we are looking over the games, aye. we are looking over
Julian dribbling out from the back. Big highlight at Ross County is Julian dribbles out from the back.
Right, do you want to calm down, pal?
You'd be loving to watch this game so far. Rangers they're on the ball now, but United started very, very brightly.
The 300 fans look so having a good time. Ball sent in, it's cleared away from Ross County. James Forrest gathers at the outside. He's moving in. It could be a second goal coming here for Celtic. It can't get the ball delivered in cleanly, and Ross County do get it away. What are the comments saying to it?
First corner at Ibrox for Rangers here. Ryan Kent down the left hand side. Look to whip across in off Callum Butcher and out for a corner to United.
I'll tell you what, Odson Eduardo's looking very far out to the left today. He's looking like he's enjoying that. But Ayer is the left-hand side defender of the lot. But by the looks of things, yep, James Forrest is playing that left wing-back role, even though he is quite far up the park just now. So it's a difficult one to try and determine, you could say.
Dundee United on the counter-attack again here. Peter Pollock driving forward. It's 2-on-2. Oh, does that be a free kick? Oh, it's a free kick against Peter Pollock. That's mad. He's just taken the touch round Borna Barisic. They ran into each other. It looked to me like it was going to... It's Luke Bolton, actually. It looked like he was going to have a free kick to Dundee United. But he's giving it against Bolton. I think he's going to book him too, which is... Oh, actually, from that angle, I can see it. But Dundee United on the counter-attack looking very dangerous. Where has he gone now? We've
had a sad piece of information. Stevie cannot watch the game today. Can we get a... Oh...
Get him in the chat. Get him in the stream. Another extra.
Only one at a time. What is that about? It's disastrous. Hello to James Robinson. Welcome along to the stream. Hopefully, young Turnbull gets some minutes today. Do you think Turnbull will finally come on and make an appearance for Celtic?
I was asking that before you came back, but I think he should be starting. But we'll leave it there.
Nah, I would like to see him start as well. I just don't think he's going to get thrown into that situation. I feel like
thrown into Ross County away.
Neil Lennon's stubbornness is going to keep him on the bench.
Oh.
Don't underestimate the like David Buick. Yeah,
but exactly that's the whole point. It's not like Turnbull's not used to it, isn't it?
Nah, well,
me.
I mean, bring Stevie on stream. Oh God, no, that would be disastrous. That'd be absolutely disastrous. Have you heard my dad's patter? Oh,
no,
dear me.
Not yet.
Oh, God. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll just lack of patter, I should say. We'll leave it there.
Away and take a flying focus to yourself.
9 minutes, 15 seconds in here for anybody who's wondering where we are. Edward scored him in a better mood. Right, Ryan, you're handsome now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Edward. What an absolute miracle worker that boy is.
Yeah, do you think I'm handsome, David?
Of course, mate. Barisic with a cross in for Rangers towards Barker. Comes out for Kent. Kent's playing that sort of central role again when Rangers have got the ball. He's just got that license to just roam.
Ross County having their first chance of the game. Billy Mackay puts a shot wide. It was called offside though, but it did look like they could have scored there. 10 minutes into the game, still Ross County now. Celtic won.
It was Alan Campbell who scored for Motherwell. Did you see his goal for Scotland 21s against Lithuania?
I did not know.
Oh, absolute beauty. Outside
I must admit
outside of the right foot half volley.
I must admit to you, you know how much I take how little I take interest in the national team, never mind the unders national team. So
mate, the 21s are class. We've got a really good 21s team just now.
We have got a good 21s team. So
see, look, the amount of them that are playing regularly for teams, it's really good. Like so Ferguson, Campbell and all that, Turnbull, Glenn Middleton played. These guys have all played plenty of Premiership football. Ryan Jack's down injured just now.
What a terrible pass for Julian there. Honestly, you'd think he's wearing bananas in his toes. Quick, you know who you're calling.
I think Ryan Jack might be done here.
Done?
He's rolled the socks down. He's holding the calf off the ball.
Come on. That's one of the things I'd get slagged for celebrating. Ryan, when you getting on a Celtic state of mind? God knows, whenever I'm asked. We'll see if I'm ever asked.
What's a Celtic state? Is that like a Celtic YouTube thing, is it?
It's a podcast.
Oh, is it? All right. Yeah. Who runs that?
I can't even remember the name of the guy.
Well,
sitting here, I'll go on if they ever ask. I forgot, I completely forgot. My head's up my backside, honestly, I'll tell you that.
Glenn Kamara is coming on for Rangers for Ryan Jack.
So Shane Duffy, what a tackle, big man. That's it. Don't tell he's not getting a Mackay, get it round you, you diving bugger. Shane Duffy. What a player. I thought he messed up there big time. He kind of comes out at the last minute, goes in for a tackle, and I thought he was going to let Mackay go through on goal, but he does recover. He sees Mackay coming in fast, recovers, make a tackle. What do you think of this nonsense in the narrative between Chris Commons and Barkas and people saying that the Barkas is rotten?
Why would you listen to anything Chris Commons has to say?
No, but no, just like have you know, like there's this just narrative started and now apparently
somehow not a good goalkeeper. Yeah, it's bizarre. I don't get it at all.
It's just absolutely.
He's not really had any saves to make, and somehow he's
he's rotten. Ridiculous. Oh, here we go. We're moving into the box, Dave. Oh, big Edward through.
This happens all the time with former players for the Old Firm. They're always like, Fraser Forster was a good goalie. Really well. What are you
desperate for relevance. What song, mate?
Hit me.
What you wanting?
Do you actually play the guitar? Have you just got a guitar?
I've got a guitar and I'm intending on learning it. I know nothing just now. Do you like my pick?
Oh my God, that's staunch.
What you want?
Oh, I don't know.
A wee bit of hot diggity, dog diggity, do what you gonna be. Brilliant.
It's just awful.
What do you mean just awful?
I've seen you do that on your own stream, but not on.
Nah.
Oh, apparently we've got a cheese slice.
Don't worry, it'll be the first and last this stream until I actually learn it. When I actually learn it,
cheese slice.
Oh, a cheese slice! Oh. Where is it? Where is it?
It's in your game and you're not even watching. Christopher Aya with the first cheese slice of the afternoon, apparently.
Wait, is he? I've not seen it yet. I think I might have it happen. Just a quick toe for there to put up the cheese slice. Free kick to Ross County though, just as a quick back. And there we go. Yellow card. Learn you'll never walk alone, the guitar. I might try.
Tell you what, the amount of times that Dundee United have break to you and they end up 3-on-2, 3-on-3, 2-on-2. If they can get that final ball, they'll have chances. By the way.
Strong hit from Mark Viggers.
Mark Viggers. Who the hell is Mark Viggers?
Sorry, what's his first name again?
Ian Vigors is what his name is.
Ian Vigors, aye. Good free kick from him there, strong, right into the hands of Barkas. Good save though, comfortable save. You could say. Big Barkas.
Joe Rebo, photo of him, a wee picture of Joe Rebo in the stand today out for 6 weeks apparently. That's
6 weeks, that's good, isn't it? That's brilliant.
It's a big miss. I mean, I thought he was going to have, well, he still could have a really big season for Rangers, but not a great start for him.
Nah, it's not, one of the best players at Rangers, if not the best player at Rangers, you could say.
Oh, that's quite a shout.
I mean, a lot of people would tout him for that, I would say.
Ryan Kent with a chance! 1-0 Rangers, Ryan Kent.
Ah, you're joking. Bloody hell. Give us a talk through what's happened there, David.
It was absolutely lovely from Rangers, to be fair. Kent picks up on the left. We ball into Hadji ball into the box. Kent, lovely skill, lovely feet, takes it past his man. Low left foot drive underneath the goalkeeper, and it's 1-0 Rangers.
Well, we've got the two Glasgow sides leading.
It's also a 1-0 to Hibernian as well.
Oh, 1-0.
Mike Coupin is looking unbelievable.
I'm not even spoke from my Coupin yet, actually. But that's the one thing I meant to do. If you have got a Coupin on today, everybody from, I'm looking through the chat now, from Archie to Paul to Kirsten to Glasgow Rebel, if you've got a Coupin, let us know what you're looking for.
It was looking really good, but Crystal Palace are now beating Southampton, so it's not really good.
Oh, you're joking. I've got.
And just out of interest, guess who scored for Hibs?
Oh, was it
number
him?
15, Kevin Nisbet.
Ah, brilliant. What a player. The Dream Team's doing well today, I'll tell you that for nothing.
Yeah,
the Dream Team is doing well today. Anyway, let's go and have a look at, I'll tell you what I've got on the Coupin today, Mr. Buick, and you can rate it. You can rate my Coupin. It's not going to come in because it looks, who scored for Palace? Oh, I was hoping it was going to be me. See if it was a Barry Eze. Oh, I would have
Eze's on the bench, mate.
Is he? Oh, yeah. What a
disappointment. Chance for Rangers again. Glenn Kamara with a header just wide of the front post.
Can you tell Dundee United to get the finger out, please?
We just talked about Ryan Kent here. I know you don't want to, but player of the month last year, and he looks to be continuing that form. He just looks like he's so difficult. Players can't get near him. Little 1-2 with Hadji, we give and go. His feet is so quick in the box, nobody wants to touch him. It's pretty poor defending by Butcher, to be fair.
Oh, nice, very nice movement here from Celtic. Jeremy Frimpong moving forward. Oh, it's a brilliant tackle. Referee has let it go for a corner. I thought he was going to come in and give a penalty against Ross County once again there. It may actually be going for a goal kick. But it was a superb tackle, a nice wee give and go from Nchaman Frimpong. Frimpong bombs down the wing. What an outstanding challenge. It was a corner. McGregor's going to send the ball in here. It's going in for Big Iron. Oh, it's a good save from the keeper from a very tame effort. But it looked as though at first, from the camera angle at Dingwall, it could have been. And anyway, the Coupin. So far, I've had my early payout on Arsenal. Arsenal won, of course, 3-0 against Fulham. I've got, Yeti down, free kick. Nah. I've got Southampton, the same as you, to beat Palace. I've got Bristol City, they're up 1-0. Come on. I've got Derby, 0-0 there. I've got Motherwell, they're 1-0 up. And I've got Hibs, they're 1-0 up. So right now, Derby are a 0-0. Southampton down 1-0. That's the only two games I need to have a wee turnaround in.
Yeah, so it's just Southampton that let me down so far. Goal at Pittodrie.
Oh, Aberdeen 1-0, and
Ross
McCrory. Hey, we've done that well there, eh?
Yeah, we talked about him pre-match.
There's
a goal in every single game so far. And they put none of these on TV.
If you had a goal scoop in the day, what a day it would be for you as Aberdeen now go up 1-0 in their game. And Ross County TV has crashed. Brilliant. Just what you're wanting. Outstanding stuff. Brilliant. Do you know what? This is the most disastrous viewing experience I think I've ever had as a Celtic fan in my life. What are you laughing at? It's like, this is criminal. You're going to have a long season watching your games on Pars TV, I'll tell you that.
No, because nobody's watching. There's no traffic. It'll go like a dream.
Is there any traffic at the actual stadium as well when you go?
Well, not really, no. Unless a big team come to town.
You should know what it's like to go down Springfield Road on Matchday at Celtic Park.
Aye.
Granted, I don't know what way you would have went into the stadium. How did you get into Celtic Park when you were there?
Well, I don't know. So we watched them Cheltenham Junior Social Club through so I don't know.
So
the police took us. We didn't get a choice.
You probably did end up going down Springfield Road. So you've experienced
goal, and Paisley. 2-0 Birmingham.
It's Joe Newell, but Ross County coming incredibly close there. It was nearly 1-0. A shot that was pinged from quite the distance. Oh, and Barkas just watches it steer wide. Ross County, I tell you what, they're looking like they could do some damage. Celtic need to close down these players, man. What's happening? I've just been off. So 2-0 to Hibernian. Sorry, I did cut you off there, Bev, but of course I'm looking at the more important game and the more important result.
Yeah. So wow, how many goals have we got so far now? 7 goals so far this afternoon in Scotland already.
Absolutely outstanding. Yeah. Apparently we're farmers. But Oh, well, who cares? Let's see what's happening in the chat. If you've got any questions, feel free to send them in. People saying they're cute. We've got customers saying need Hibs, Celtic, Palace, Aberdeen and Livy wins. Liverpool or Leeds for Yusuf Patel. Crystal Palace for Sir Strafe. Ross County look like they could score, says Glasgow Rebel. And they are. I think Celtic have took the foot off the pedal. But here we go. I'll be in a Yeti moving forward. Played out for a throw-in. Do you know what? I don't want this to become the story. We've went up 1-0 early and we take our foot off the gas. We become complacent. I don't want that to happen.
Just out of interest, are you seeing what the fans have been dotted around?
Yeah, Pat, I'm looking at it as we speak. So basically, it's the big. I don't know if they've got them in any other stands, but the main long stand facing the camera. That looks as though they've got one person every 4 seats.
Right. And
it's quite an eerie sight, to be honest. But if I tell you the truth, it's what you're used to seeing up in Dingwall on the home end.
Great banter. Do you think it's an attractive prospect?
What was that? I was so sarcastic.
I know it was sarcastic. Haji! Oh, chance for Haji for Rangers.
Oh, mate,
Rangers after Dundee United's bright start, they've absolutely been penned in there by Rangers, who look like they're, fluid.
I hope we
and Brandon Barker's down, and I think Brandon Barker's done a hamstring here. This could be the second Rangers change already.
So Ryan Jack's went off and Barker might need to go off too. That's just great, isn't it? Fantastic. Meanwhile, Celtic have a big free kick, by the way. Good opportunity. McGregor and Cham standing over it on the edge of the box out on the outside. Ball's got to swing in for a header out of the man.
He's frozen, but I know what happens next.
You've got to be joking. Oh, it's 2-0 as well. Oh, you've got to be joking. Celtic 2, Ross County 0. Albion Ayeti looks to be the goal scorer. That's 3 goals in 3 Premiership games. Neil Lennon drinking his water, washing down that snus. Well in, Celtic 2. I can't believe that. Ball goes in there. I'll talk you through it. McGregor sends it in. Ross County, terrible attempt of a clearance, and Ayeti's there. And it's the story of his first goal against Dundee United. Right place, right time, back in the net. Ross County 0, Celtic 2. We've got a bar and Albion Ayeti, my dear sir.
Was that 3 and 4 now for Ayeti in the Celtic
3 and 4, 3 and 3 league games.
Yeah, all off the bench.
What a player. Well, not all. You said all off the bench. You started the day, you clown.
Oh, sorry, yeah, of course, yeah. Up to this point, yeah.
You're a numpty. 2-0 Celtic, brilliant. Albion Ayeti, Aidan Drennan, Ayeti unstoppable. Think he could be top scorer this year?
Yeah, well, you play 2 strikers and they both score. It's simple maths for Neil Lennon. He's got to keep doing it. Could he be top goal scorer? Maybe you could. You never know.
I think Ayeti could score more goals than Edouard, and I'll tell you for why. It's not me just buying into the hype because he's signed and getting all hyped up over nothing, really. I think he's going to be the player that's in those situations week in, week out. I think Edouard will do a lot of the hard work. I think he'll be more of the playmaker out of the two. And I think Ayeti will be there for the tap-ins, the rebounds, all the rest of it. He'll get a very big amount of goals this season through situations like that. And do you know what? You need that in a striker. Ross County now Celtic too. Interesting.
Brandon Barker is down the tunnel, so Rangers will have to make their second change in the afternoon. The thing about this is there is 5 subs, but they can only make 3. They can only make 3 sets of substitutions, so they'll only have 1 more set of subs left after this. Be interesting to see who he brings on. I've got Morelos is down warming up. He might go 2 up top.
Jesus,
he may bring on Cedric Etienne, but
hey, what? Ross County nearly came close to scoring again there while you were talking, David.
Again,
so the ball was sent in from a corner. And it goes over everybody. It goes over Barkas. It goes over Julian. Ross Stewart comes climbing in. It's like he's got the pick suit, like you use to climb mountains. He's got the aim out to get over the defenders. And he does get over the defenders, but it takes a touch and goes wide. Only by millimetres, though. Ross County could have scored there. Ross County now Celtic too.
Well, interesting substitution at Ibrox. Brandon Barker has gone off and he's replaced by number 20, Alfredo Morelos. So this will be interesting. Just when Dundee United were having a tough spell in the game, you look over and here comes Morelos, who apparently is working on his fitness. Gerard's been very happy. And now he's going to go up top with Kmart Roof. So, yeah, this will be interesting. Rangers are looking really fluid just now, though.
Oh, my goodness, man. 2-0, that's a comfortable position to be in. I'm happy with that. But do you know what? Southampton, get your arse in gear. Come on.
Yeah, Southampton need to really get the finger out because that would be really good for the Cooper, I tell you.
It would. I'm trying to think of questions away last year at half time. Ball sent in from Ross County comes to absolutely nothing. As we've got about 80 people in the live stream right now, thank you all very much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, share out the stream, get more people watching. It would be ideal. And also, if you can, as I've already said, you can leave a super chat donation, only if you can afford it, to help progress the channel when, Dave, you're back down in Glasgow.
Yes, hopefully very soon. Hopefully next week.
Hopefully.
Probably.
You know what that means, No more bloody Zoom calls.
I know, I'm so fed up with this.
Do you know what'll be weird? I wonder if we'll be able to get round working these through live stream. Imagine us two sitting in your living room for a couple of
Yeah, it'll be easy enough. You just need to get a desk, some mics, get a few laptops. You'll be sorted. TV, you'll be absolutely sorted. We'll make it work.
Ross County with another chance here. Barkas making a good save. Billy Mackay came running in on the end of a cross. Tell you what, despite being 2-0 down, a lot of teams, when they go down 2-0 inside 20 minutes to Celtic, you know what they do, David? Park the bus. They don't like to make it a cricket score. Not Ross County. They're gone for it today. And Cham, what a ball. What a touch by Ayeti. Just takes it on a wee bit. He was offside.
I don't know what Rangers were up to in this warm-up, but that's 2 muscle injuries already, which is just not a good sign. And I tell you what, they already look more of a threat with Morelos up there. He's just won a free kick, actually. The advantage is played. This is going to be a long afternoon for Dundee United. I can just see it now.
Anyway, back to
almost getting through to Morelos.
I think for my dream coaching team, if I was the owner of a football club, with people who are currently in jobs, that's a cross that's gone well over. I would go for the manager being Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho would be in charge, absolutely. I think my assistant would be Ali McCoist, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be going for pints with Jose, am I?
So you're just setting up a team for the crack rather than like
no. Sorry, I'm changing it all together, right? So in charge, I've got Neil Warnock. He's the manager. Ali McCoist is his assistant. I'm going to have for my 2 coaches of the first team, like my 2, like your Damien Duffs and such. I'm having Neil Lennon and John Kennedy.
Lenny and Coisty in the same dugout.
Yep, mate.
No, those two get together in that dugout.
What, mate? Can you imagine us 3 out in the pints? Many a fist would be thrown. Brilliant.
And also, incidentally, I forgot I had Bournemouth in the Coupon and they're 1-0 up. So Southampton really need to get the finger out.
Oh, how you're interrupting me, mate.
Sorry, I'm just getting really excited that I'm 1 away from. Why are Southampton not winning? What's going on here?
I don't know, but it was a good goal for Bournemouth, by the way. Really good strike. And then for my fitness coach, I would probably have Sam Allardyce. And that's about it, isn't it?
And Callum Patterson.
Oh, jeez, don't you start again.
Alfredo's come on here and he's looking very trim.
Looking slim.
Yeah, fair play to the boy. Right, okay, mine would be, I'm going for an elite coaching team then, why not? So Klopp's our manager, obviously, because he's the best in the world. Right. My assistant manager would be Mikel Arteta. There's a shout, because, he's got that in him, and he's clearly doing a very good job. First team coaches, who we got first team coaches? It's a tough one.
James Forrest moves a ball forward to McGregor. He's managed to dance through the defenders, slips it inside. Just a poor touch from James Forrest, though, goes away to Ross County.
First team coaches would be Stevie Crawford and who else? Oh, it's a tough one. I'd quite like Coisty in there as well, but I don't know if he's an elite coach, I'm not too sure about that. Here come Rangers again, actually. Ryan Kent on the right-hand side, cuts it back. Morelos, came on roof. Oh, what a save by Seagrass.
Come on, Seagrass, man. Love to hear it. Offside and off. Joke, strike. Don't, people will think I'm being too serious.
That question you just asked is one you need some preparation for.
It's a good question, though. Gets you thinking.
Right, that's get you thinking.
Especially if you do want to go about it, on different levels of the game. If you're taking it seriously, unlike me, who's got Neil Warnock sitting running about. Seriously, right for Muscat, all that nonsense. So, there's a lot to come watch me. Thank you. I've put up.
Nisbet best striker outside the Old Firm? Question mark. Oh, not for me to say, but
yes. Not for me to say, but yes, I think he is, isn't he? You've got to be honest about it.
Do you think I think he's better than Lauren Shanklin?
Do you think after a year or two at Hibs, he has the quality to go and play for a Celtic and Rangers?
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, you've been saying it since the day I met you at college, and that was when I knew you were off your nut.
Proof right so far, though. He's absolutely flying.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely outstanding wee player. James Forrest moving forward. Come on, I just want more and more goals. This is a love thing, Will. We just seem to absolutely pump them. Edward, what a ton. What a pass! A lot of space here. Frimpong, on you go, wee man. Shoot! There was
an absolute a Celtic
Why
legend.
did it take so long?
A Celtic legend had a debut at Dingwall. Came off the bench 1-0 down, 1 each. Yes, please, Paul Slane. Thank you. Part of the 10. They need to get him on the pitch if they do win. If they do win 10, they need to get him on the pitch.
What's the alcohol deals like in Tesco? I actually haven't seen it. I've not looked this week, to be honest.
Too busy in the bakery.
I'm not in the bakery anymore, mate.
So you're not? What are you doing now?
I'm in grocery now with Jean, though.
Oh, yes, please.
I've been there for 5 months, mate.
All right, okay. That's how much I pay attention to your work.
You don't really care about me, do you?
Just need to know what time you're starting so I can get the videos done beforehand.
I take it all you're just my pal to use me for clout, eh?
Absolutely, mate. I'd be nothing without you at this point. Look at the viewers.
Can't believe I'm hearing it.
It's like I know you watch Jack Mate's podcast, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
His guy that's in his co-host his podcast was like, he's like, I'd be nothing without Jack. I'm just happy he's still here. I'm like,
that's you, Dave. If we ever make it, Forrest take a strike. Do you know what? I'm liking the ambition from Celtic in a minute. I'm liking that. Like, we're actually shooting from scenarios we normally wouldn't. I'm loving this 3-5-2. We're a lot more intense. Scott Brown, there you go. That's it. Player of the year, my man. Sorry, but we're looking good.
Thoughts on the new Cherry Lucozade? I
don't like Lucozade. Don't drink it.
You know, see, I used to be absolutely mad for the orange Lucozade until I took the sugar out of it. So
I've not really drank any. I thought there was a normal, like, I thought there was an orange one, then there was a like sugar-free orange one. Oh, is it right? Okay.
Well, no, like, but like the normal orange one, they took like what they did Ryan Brew.
I get you.
They absolutely killed it.
Let's see what's saying. Right, time for a Turnbull debut. Oh, steady on, old boy. Still rather early, Matt. Half an hour into the game, wait till the second half. I'm playing
when I'm playing FM, if I'm like 3-0 up first half, all my key players are subbed off.
I like the intensity Brown has showed so far, moving back especially in a couple of scenarios. I think he's got a lot to prove. I think he'll know how many people are talking about dropping him. And I've got to the point where I think he should be dropped as well. So, you know what? He needs to keep that up on a consistent level. Not only when people are talking him down. When people are talking him up, play like that. Make sure you're in the team for a reason, and make sure the fans know you're in the team for a reason. Serbian Laxdays goes back now with Shane Duffy as Ross County move forward. Billy Mackay got to send the ball in here. Oh my God! Oh jeez! Oh, Barkas having to make a big save. Ross County once again. I'm not sure if he said it was Ross Stewart that got on the end of it. It looks as though Barkas did touch it out, but I tell you what, man, Ross County could have had a couple of good goals today.
Archibald in the comments reckons Celtic are looking sloppy. Would you agree with that?
I think that we've looked good moving forward. Moving back, I think we've been questionable.
That's the story of the season so far, isn't it, though? I mean, on the ball and going forward, good, but as soon as they lose it. It's in transition. Right now, that's where Celtic are struggling, I think, when I've watched them this season, is when they lose the ball. In transition from losing it to defending, they're really struggling. You look at some of the Ferencváros goals, it's all in transition once you lose it.
What's coming into fruition is what I take it you didn't watch my match preview now.
No,
good save for Barkas, by the way.
Playing Warzone.
I hope Performance is having a shite day. My match preview, basically what I said was the big problem for Celtic today would be in that back three, right? Yes, it's solid. Ayer, Julian, Duffy. You couldn't ask for a better back three at Celtic. That is a dream. But the problem was always going to be Mackay and Stewart catching these slower guys.
You still get that Tesco dial-up Wi-Fi sorted. I'm telling you, it's shocking at this point. Me and the arse end of nowhere, my Wi-Fi's perfect, not a problem.
Am I sorted now?
Every week, mate, you freeze constantly. It's that dial-up Wi-Fi.
I'll get Ethernet sorted when I can be asked, right? But what I said the problem would be is these slower guys and the turn that they don't quite have was going to be caught out by Stewart and Mackay, and that's exactly what we've done today. See these through balls. Oh, some big sub, by the way. Billy Mackay's coming off for Ross County. Ollie Shaw coming on. He's went off injured.
You're a big fan of Ollie Shaw too.
I like Ollie Shaw, I do, but he's not quite Billy Mackay.
Yellow card for Borna Barisic, free kick for Dundee United in a really dangerous area. Right hand side, just near the box, towards the byline.
It's these through balls that are catching out the defenders, and especially Julian, which annoyed me. Big Duffy sending the ball at the park, but collected by the Ross County keeper. PS4 and a few cans, that sounds decent. What about the pub and a few cans, David?
Yes, please.
Can't wait. Got to be messaging you horny stuff. You've got to keep it entertained somehow. You've got to say something. And Cham slides in, gets absolutely nowhere. That was an embarrassing attempt to have a tackle. It's like he's just wanted to go for a wee. Jesus, Johnny, man, come on, pick up. We've been rotting at the back for the last 5-10 minutes. Ross County are finding, do you know, it's just over the defence time and time again, through the defence time and time again. It's like we're scared to actually intercept. Barkas does spill the cross when he collects it, but he does get there.
No comment vindicated.
Nah, as a fuck. Hope he's having a shite day, as I said.
Oh, chance! Oh, half a shout for a penalty for Dundee United, but the free kick's given against Nicky Clark.
Okay. Don't get my hopes up.
It was headed back across the goal. Clark was backing into Roof. Roof had his arms on him. They were suggesting he was pulled down, but the free kick was given against Nicky Clark. Probably the right decision. Oh, I think it was actually given against Butcher for climbing at the back post.
Daniel 2988 MC asking who's your provider, and you won't be surprised to hear it's Virgin. So they need to get their acting gear. It's never been bad until we started these streams, I'm telling you.
But it's the same sort of thing. It just pauses for like 3-4 seconds. Always at important moments too.
As always, well, it's here. Do you know what? If I was the one that missed a goal, so because of the fucking Ross County stream, so I'm not getting a toss. Celtic now looking to slow the pace down of the game a wee, slow the pace down all of the game. Brown, what you doing, man? What is he doing? What is Brown doing there? You know, we're just kind of passing it short. Shut it. We're doing nicely, passing it short, just slowing down the tempo a wee bit. He humps it up the park to Ross County. Forrest moving in, takes a shot blocked. Ross County will clear it away. My God almighty, Brown. You do one thing good, then you do something like that, and you get the tweets going at you. Bring on yourself, you baldy twat.
Scott Brown. You fucking baldy twat.
He's the leader of the Celtic.
Get the guitar out and give us that. No, please don't.
That's what I mean, it's too late. You've dug your own grave here. I need to find the chords, mate. Find the chords for the two.
Do you know your chords?
No, they are bugging me. I can't do it for the life of me. Just a nice piece of Andy. You could go like that.
That's definitely a tune.
Needs tuned. It needs tuned, bastard. You know what? We don't have time to tune it, so you know what? I'll give you the very quick. Scott Brown.
Oh, you've got no self-respect.
He is the leader of the Celtic. Scott Brown.
Jesus Christ. Mickey Mellon's cutting a frustrated figure on the sideline.
Probably after hearing that.
Absolutely.
Wonder if he could hear it for going out. Oh, Edward, that's a lovely wee frick night. Oh, McGregor, you've ruined it. Have you ever watched Mark Coperidge play that game Fall Guys?
No. What is Fall Guys, right? Because I'm hearing about it all the time.
I wish it was an expert. It's basically just a wee stupid game. It's like different mini games. It's like a party game. You go through all these. I'm not explaining it anyway.
I thought it was the new
Battle Royale.
Yeah, the new Fortnite.
Nothing like that, a Battle Royale game. But basically, Mark Coperidge is playing it, and it's like the first 42 to cross the finish line go through, and he's like 42nd.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, he's just waiting at the line.
Damn it, you yellow twat. I love him. What's getting said in the chat? Let's see what's happening. Scott Brown, Captain Invincible indeed. Virgin Media isn't made for streaming. Sky is a winner. I hate Sky. My experiences with Sky have been nothing short of disappointing. UPT. What a Tory of a man.
How's that? Well, excuse me. What's your thought process there?
Marcus, what is happening here? What am I watching? What was that segment of play? What have I just watched? What was that? What is that? I can't believe I've just seen that happen in a professional game of football.
What's happened, please?
Julian's right. So Julian has the ball, right, and it. I don't even know how to explain this without sounding like an idiot. So Julian passes the ball to Barkas, right? And Barkas falls to the ground and like passes it with his legs back to Julian, right?
What?
The ball is slowly rolling to Julian. Julian slips in his arse and misses the ball completely. And he gets I can't believe I've just actually seen that.
You couldn't think of a better back three for Celtic.
Oh my God, what's happening there?
Rangers.
After this is done, I've got to make my 3 things we've learned video. And my first thing I was going to say was, Chris Commons, you're a wanker. Barkas has done well. And then he does that. I don't even know if I can go and say that now, because people just keep saying, he fell on his ass.
Barkas and Julian getting a bit of stick in the comments already.
Oh my goodness, honestly, if everybody else that was watching, Jesus, Johnny, God almighty. Do the Rockets have a chance tonight? Not a chance in holy hell, man. I'm disappointed to say the least. But that's what you get when you play PJ Tucker at centre and they've got fucking Anthony Davis. What you meant to do? Unbelievable.
What's this you're talking about? Cricket?
Basketball. Don't be funny, mate. Don't be funny. I think you're a smart man. The goals have slowed down after that.
They have slowed down. To be fair, we've got a fair share for the first half of the first 10 minutes.
An emphatic start. I wonder how Derby are doing.
Derby are 0-0. Chris Kamara is at the game.
I think my guitar performances are retired today. Somebody saying he's a song. Get it in tune and he's a tune. I think it's. Oh. I think David will be happy to hear that I'm hanging up the guitar.
Apparently, Julian's pass back was a bit powerful, was it, or was it just? It looked all over the place, to be quite honest with you. Julian, I don't know what his start to. What are you doing, You wee twat, Peyton, stamp my captain like that, clown. You called your captain a baldy twat 5 minutes ago.
Still my captain, isn't he? You think you're doing your cheeky sod, you? You still got a card for that. I'll tell you
what, if you ever get a job commentating, it's going to be an absolute nightmare.
No, I'll tell you, I'd be able to put bias aside. I would.
I'd like to see you do that. Just until half time. Can you try to do that?
Just until half time, just turn off the bias. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right. We'll try.
So you've nothing to talk about because you know nothing about Ross County.
No, it's basically because Celtic are just passing the ball around the defence now. But good press in there from Ross Stewart. Julian is having an absolute stinker of a game. Ross County.
Is it because maybe Julian's not that good?
Look, some people may suggest so. I still think you're looking at a defender who was quite rightly worth £7 million last season. The start to this season, he's been nothing short of disappointing. And the pressure in this game...
2-0 Rangers!
Yeah, bugger.
And it's Yanis Hadji, I think. It might even be an own goal by... It's Tavernier. It's Tavernier, yeah.
My goodness, sir.
Yeah, lovely ball by Borna Barisic. It's the crossing Barisic, it's a good one, but it hits a hand on the way through. It looked like Kevin Clancy was going to give the free kick for handball, but it came right through the back post. The handball actually helped Rangers because it came right to Tavernier, tapped it into the back post, 2-0 Rangers. So
somebody said the chat, interestingly enough, there about you doing a Dunfermline FM21 series. Any update on a potential David 118 channel?
No, it's not happening, mate. Not just now.
No,
I need to sort my life out first.
You make it sound like you're gubbed, mate.
I don't have anywhere to live yet, to be fair.
Wait, Chris Kamara's reporting me snowed up. Nice to see.
Fair play to him. They need to get past coronavirus through people's television's absolutely flying.
Don't call him a clown. I like Cammy. Right, here we go. Celtic moving forward with a wee bit of intent here. Good defending from Ross County. And I tell you what, Ryan would turn up 9 minutes late to his commentating job. Jeez, I was the only time I've done press at Partick Nalawa. I was there an hour and a half before kickoff.
That's standard. That is so standard, though.
Standard. I was the only one there for about an hour.
Well, maybe for a Tuesday night for Hill, maybe not, but.
Jeez, I was sitting there.
When I did the two Rangers games, when I did Rangers at Hamilton, I turned up like an hour and 45, thinking I'd be nice and early, and there wasn't a seat left. So, and then I did Rangers at Kelly, turned up like 2.5 hours early, and there was still loads of people there.
I honestly, I got to Firhill an hour and a half before kickoff. I was the only person there till a half hour before kickoff when the big boys started turning up.
Who were the big boys that night?
I think it was Kenny Crawford.
I like Big Kenny Crawford.
Big Kenny Crawford was there. That was about it. Alison Conroy. She was there.
Blackburn have scored against Bournemouth, so that's pegged back my coupon a little bit. Still need Southampton to get the finger out.
Derby are down 1-0, you're joking.
Reading have scored, yeah.
Oh, what an absolute joke. Ayeti looking a little bit tired, I must say, as he heads back with 5 minutes to go until the end of the half. That'll probably be including a minute or so of stoppage time. Celtic should find themselves in an incredibly grateful position at the moment, considering they've got their 2 early goals. They've left themselves. If it was 0-0 at this point in the game and Ross County were playing the way they are right now, I would be saying to myself, Ross County will win this game of football. They have been the better team over the past 10-20 minutes. Celtic haven't looked sure of themselves. Defensively, we've been absolutely shambolic. And if it was up to me at half-time, there would be a substitution. I would be bringing off Christopher Jullien. Near Beaton would be coming back in to the starting lineup. And if you ask me right now, it might change by the time the game comes around, but when I'm going to be recording my 3 things we've learned video, I think the first thing that we've learned today is Near Beaton should come back into this starting lineup.
Right, incidentally, just Borna Barisic is going to have another free kick there on the booking already. That might have been a last warning for Barisic. Oh, good shot! Oh, the chance for Dundee United. Lovely free kick in. Came out roof, gets a vital clearance on it. It was coming to Nicky Clark to head home, but it's turned behind for a corner. Barisic might be on the final warning from the referee there. I feel like every game I get, Kevin Clancy's the ref. It happens all the time.
I don't even know who I've got today. I've not really been looking. But no, defensive. Do you know what is? I think Duffy, and I'm trying to keep the bias aside of big signing, buzzing for him and all the rest of it. I think out of the three, Duffy is like the most comfortable for me.
Oh, big chance for Nicky Clark. He should have scored. John McLaughlin makes an absolute arse of this. Lovely corner round. Clark out jumps McLaughlin, heads it over him, and just wide of the far post. Should have been 2-1.
Thank you very much, Adam McElveny. I very much appreciate that, if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I don't. Charlton up 2-0 against Crewe down in England. But goal kick, Ross County, as I was saying, Duffy out of the three has looked the most comfortable, but even at that, by a far cry, the back three don't look comfortable today. And I'm annoyed because we've been waiting for that back three to play, and they started the game decently as the game has went on.
It is the first time this season they've started the shape, so you can expect some hiccups.
Some teething issues.
I think the issues with Julian and I aren't based on system, though, because we see them when they play 4 as well. It's the same sort of issues regularly.
I would just like Celtic to get the confidence back to go and score another goal, move forward, because moving forward we've looked decent. Of course, we've not really had a dangerous chance over the past 20 odd minutes or so since we scored the second goal, but we look better, miles better moving forward than what we do back. So I'd like us to get another wee chance in here going somewhere, but we'll wait and see.
Just incidentally, no Matthew Duff in the chat this afternoon. That might be the first time ever.
Goodness, that's shocking.
He's not here.
Terrible.
There's a few regulars missing today.
I know,
it's upsetting me.
Must be replaced.
Celtic are finally playing and they're no longer interested in our streams.
I know, exactly. The day they've all been waiting for. Maybe I've turned them off, David. Maybe I'm talking nonsense.
They heard the guitar and they just went, no thanks.
Aye, that's probably it. Cardiff doing 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. Do you think Sheffield Wednesday could come up this season?
I don't give a shit.
Nicely put. What are your thoughts on Scotland's 2 games? Sum up in 5 words, David.
5 words. Let me start right.
Same old Scotland, always cheating.
Lyndon Dykes better than expected.
Fair enough. That's nice. I'll
got to have a positive outlook on things.
Nice. I like that. Well done.
Adam McElveny says you got his name spot on, which is interesting because people always get your name wrong, don't they?
Yeah, all the time. Do you know what? If you ever come to my work,
even though you got mine wrong for 8 months.
You know what's weird? I've never thought of this. See if you do move to this. I'm not going to reveal where you might move to, but you know the scheme I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you move to said scheme, you'll probably end up doing your shopping in my shop.
That'd be class, man.
You'll be in
for the messages. All right, Stevie, son, how you going?
You'll hear on the tannoy, can Ryan Fitzsimons come to the confidential office? I walk in every single time. I say, it's no fucking Fitzsimons. They still don't learn. Every time.
You care. I just don't care. I let you say mine and wrong for about 8 months, so.
No, I'm famous, mate.
Yes. Got all the big time shouts.
Oh, big time. Big time. What was it?
How many times have you been like
half time here at Ross County? Celtic 2-0. Very shaky first half performance to say the least, but they're in a position where they're 2-0 up. What were you saying, Dave?
You're not dodging this question. How many times have you been stopped by a fan in your life?
In work or in my life?
Just in general. Does it happen quite regularly to you?
It's came to the point now, and I don't want to sound like either, but it's came to the point where it happens at least every weekend when I'm drinking, you know.
Fantastic.
At least. Happened in Firewater last night. On my way at the stadium.
Yeah.
I get a lot of looks.
And
I think a lot of people don't want to come up and say it to me. The people around me already know I do the videos and that, so you know I see the same people every week anyway.
Fair enough. Flynn Dalglish, Scotland FM coming back? Probably not.
Mr. Buick moving to the Kelton. What you think, Kelton Tongs, my man?
I don't know what that is, mate.
You don't know the Kelton?
No, you know, I don't.
St Mary's.
Stop saying words to places I don't know.
St Mary's is the church where Celtic was founded. Tommy Burns.
Is a church St Mary's? There's a St Mary's in Arisic, mate. Great church.
I don't know. Catholic, what is it?
Catholic, you know, St Mary's, especially Catholic.
Well, sometimes they fool you, mate. I never know. But it is half time here. What are you on it?
Kevin Clancy's not the flavour of the month for the Dundee United players. He's a bit of an unpopular figure at the moment.
Is he popular for any club?
I don't know. I think Kevin Clancy's a pretty hopeless referee, to be fair.
I think all of them are pretty hopeless. Anyway, half time, which means send in your questions, send in whatever. I'm sure at points we'll go away, get a Bovril, we'll do other things. That's straight away. 2-0 Reading now, and 2-0 Reading, that's that pet in the pan. People will be laughing at me because I've been bigging up Derby, all week, saying they'll go up. Rooney's the best player in the Championship and all the rest of it. And they're doing 2-0, so.
Yep. I forgot he was still there, to be fair. He must be near enough. He must be near enough the end now, surely. No?
Well, he's a player coach, isn't he? So.
Oh, Glenn Kamara with a bad pass there, but Kent cleared in for 3-0 to kill the game.
Half time at that place yet.
It's just half time right now. What I will say is, even though it is 2-0, I don't think it's game over just yet. United have shown little glimpses. Actually, a big chance for Nicky Clark towards the end. If that goes in, they've got half a chance. On the counter, they looked reasonably dangerous, but very good first half for Rangers.
Question for Ryan: can I have your address for no specific reasons? Yes, it is 123 Sesame Street, and that's good to know, isn't it? I'm so nice.
You're just too famous for the fans.
I'm not, mate. I try and speak to everybody. Sometimes I just, do you know what? The thing I can never. So see if like you're at a game and somebody goes like Ryan. I don't like to turn around in case there's somebody else called Ryan that they're looking for.
I'll get a sandwich, son.
And then I don't like, because then all my pals start going, you think everybody's shouting you think you're famous. No,
mate, see if we ever get to a stage of this channel where we get like people recognising me, I'll be like so arrogant and stuck up. I'm not talking to nobody, like,
really?
No waste of my time. Not a hope, mate. Absolutely in the street, not a hope.
I hope I'm no way you when it happens. Jeez.
Telling you, someone shouting at me, I'm like, just give me peace,
Right, before I head off to get a cup of tea, and you're a horrible person. Remember where you came from? Yes, you're from Toryland anyway, so.
What are you talking? Nonsense. That's just not a thing.
Right, we'll give her a. You're horrible. Do you know what? I have time for everybody. Do you know what I'm like? Do you know who I would compare myself to?
Who?
The great Mother Teresa.
Someone said they could have swore they seen you at Nando's with your parents. Were you taking Stevie for a Nando's pre-lockdown?
If it would have been a long time ago. The last time I was at Nando's with my dad would have been like my dad's birthday.
That wasn't long before lockdown, though, wasn't it?
No, it was January.
Well, that's not that far.
That's not long. January would have been the last time I was there with my man dad. Right, anyway. First half reports before I go for my tea. We'll start at Celtic Park because Flynn Dalglish is asking. Celtic starting off strong, of course, with a penalty early on to Edouard with the coolest of finishes. How is it big commentator Tom says it again? He says something like cool finish. You can't remember.
He's actually commentating there. Just switch the audio on to listen.
Anyway, so as we're saying, started off well, got that goal. We kept the pressure on Ross County, made a couple of chances. We then went up 2-0, which was, of course, very good. But from then, we've not really made any dangerous chances. Moving forward, we look quite decent, but Ross County's defence have been kind of sussing out every cross we've tried to put in, every chance we've tried to make. And at the same time, moving back, our defence has been nothing short of dodgy. Shane Duffy looking the strongest of the three, I'll give him that, but it's just Ayer and Julian. Well, no, Ayer, I feel hard. Julian, he'd be coming off if I was in charge. I tell you, he's got a mistake.
Time and time again with Julian. Time and time again.
You don't watch him enough, mate.
Exactly, and I still think he's hopeless.
You don't watch him enough. Do you have a season ticket at Parkhead?
No. What was it you just... Yeah, and we've talked about this before. Julian, he's got a mistake in him. You just said it yourself.
Yeah, it looks like he's got it today. What defenders have they?
This thing, like with these two defenders, they're both clearly good enough to play for Celtic in terms of they're better than the vast majority of the defenders in the league. But just that next step in terms of maybe Europe and avoiding these silly little slip-ups is going to need to start cutting these mistakes.
And before we get the rundown of what's happening at Ibrox, Niall is asking, if I see you in public, do I have permission to fly kick you? If you can turn it into a Claymore kick, I'll let you do it. David, how's it going at Ibrox? Rangers, Dundee United, gives a quick, brief rundown.
Well, you're going to love to hear this. Ryan Kent started the show again. Lovely first goal for Rangers. Cut them open. Dundee United, though, have been really bright in terms of on the counter, they look really sharp. Barisic just had to give away a few free kicks. He's on a yellow and probably a last warning. Nicky Clark went really close for half-time, but that was after Rangers went 2-0 up. Tavernier with a goal. So 2-2 for Tavernier as well. So Rangers in a really good position with a 2-goal lead. But I wouldn't say it's over yet. If United get a goal early on, then they might have half a chance. But Rangers looking in control.
Right, anyway, let's go and let you entertain for 5 minutes or so. Well,
I've been doing a lot of entertaining this afternoon, so this is getting ridiculous. On your bike, son.
Oh, right, okay. Do you know what? Your windies are getting panned when you moved in here, boy.
Right, so while he's away from the Bovril, I'll try and entertain you lot, which is a bit of a difficult task for me, it must be said. What have we got in the comments? Anyone else think playing Duffy in the centre of the three? Yeah, see, I would have thought with the back three thing that Duffy would have played in the middle, but sometimes when you're playing a back three, you kind of want your fastest defender in the middle in case there are any balls over the top. So Julian, I'm imagining he's playing in the middle, makes a bit more sense. But you thought Duffy would be the main organiser now in terms of experience and just being a proper defender first. Where Ayer and Julian like to get on the ball and make things happen from the back, playing out. But Julian got that Boyata feel about him now. Yeah, well, Julian and Boyata are similar but very different in that Boyata was more physical. He enjoyed the physical challenge. He won loads of headers and stuff. But he just, with the ball, absolutely gave it away all the time. Julian's so slick and neat and tidy on the ball, but big physical battles, he tends to struggle. But both of them do give you a chance. Don't know if anyone listened to the recent open goal Andy Halliday on. They said they always targeted Boyata because they felt that he would give him a chance. But the same with Julian as well when the Old Firm comes round. It wouldn't surprise me if they're targeting him. Elsewhere in the league, Kevin Nisbet, of course, he scored again, didn't he? 2-0 Hibs. I was just mad the amount of goals. They were flying in at one point. Goal after goal after goal. What's your order, McDonald? We've done the McDonald stuff so many times here. It's a question every week. Any other random questions, football or non-football related, fire them in. We'll fire them to Specky as well for his appearance when he comes back from his Bovril. What else have we got? Best centre-back at Celtic, Duffy, Ayer, Beaton and Julian in that order. Wow, that's a big shout. Near Beaton looked amazing for Israel against Scotland. So comfortable. I always feel like he does a really good job for Celtic, and he normally gets chucked in like strange circumstances. So he won't have played for 3 or 4 games and he gets chucked into a big game because of an injury, and he always gives a good account of himself. So yeah, maybe he'll get a game. I'm not sure I can see Lennon dropping Julian though. Ayer's a strange one because he seemed to out Ayer after Ferencváros game and said that he was one of the ones wanting to leave, but yet he's played every game since. So Beaton's always calm. Yeah, he's good in the ball as well, Beaton. So he might get more of a shout. And if they play 3-5-2, they're going to need to rotate, you'd imagine, a lot of it throughout the season. So I'm sure he'll get a game. El Hamed as well will obviously come in, I'd imagine, at some point. He's again looked really good against Scotland. So probably the best centre back at the club. That's a big shout from Daniel there. Not so sure about that, but he's definitely a good player. What else we got? Aberdeen 1-0 against Kilmarnock. I'm really not didn't get to watch that game. I think it'll be a really good one. I'm surprised. Ross McCrory, actually, I'm not surprised. He's been the standard since he's come in. Derek McInnes raved about him. He's got a goal as well this afternoon. So, yeah, really good signing for him, for Aberdeen so far. Who do you reckon will be the 3 highest rated SPL players in FIFA this year? That's a really good question. Oh, wow, that is a good question. Highest will be Edouard, you'd have thought. Then you'd have thought Morelos. I don't know. I think Kent could get a high rating because he had loads of big cards in FIFA last year. But Edouard, you'd have thought I'd be the number 1. Celtic missing Hendry. Yeah, don't talk about Jack Hendry on this channel. Ryan gets really upset. He's so calm. Thought Julian played all right. Well, apparently Julian's having a stinker. I'm looking forward to seeing this incident they talked about with the back pass that apparently sounds like a bit of a farce. I don't know how long it takes this point to make Bovril, but it's a bit ridiculous at this point. 3-5-2 or 4-4-2. Well, I don't see everyone's talking about Celtic playing 3-5-2. They have to play 3-5-2. I mean, I think they could play 4-4-2 as well. But they've got so many good centre midfielders. You want to get 3 of them in. That's why the 3-5-2 is kind of a natural fit. Brown's in there today as well as Incham and McGregor, but you've still got Turnbull to come in as well. Christie also, and Rogic's back training for Celtic. I don't know if he'll get any game time, but he's definitely a good guy to have around the squad. I still maintain if he's on his form, 100% fit, 100% on the game, there's not many better in Scotland. He's just so difficult to stop. Gareth Bale's an 83 rating in FIFA this year. Wow, that's mad. That's absolutely mad. Just doesn't play, I suppose. But Ismaila Sorrow still at Celtic as well. Forgot about him. But I feel like I'm doing loads of the Celtic chat and leave that to him. As for Rangers, though, they look so threatening all the time. They're so fluid. And like Ryan Kent got so much stick, not just from Celtic fans, but just everyone for not having enough end product last year. And consistently, he's got that this year. And he looks a completely different player. He's confident. Player of the month last month. Honey. So honey.
Sing a song.
You're so rude, mate. I'm talking, you just interrupt me like that. See you later.
Well, yeah, mate. What a shame. Nice to see you again, boys. It's me, my turn to entertain. And of course, you'll all be happy to see me because spending time with David can be a dreak affair. I know what it's like. So send in your questions. We'll try and entertain while we wait on the return of the second half. The scores, not too bad so far. I've got them obviously running across the bottom of the screen. Rangers 2-0 up. Dundee United struggling there. Ross County, apparently it's 0-2. Celtic, I've messed that up. Aberdeen up 1-0. St Mirren down 2-0. Livy up 1-0. And Motherwell beating St Johnstone 1-0 as well. Ryan, how's Dixie? I spoke to her last night after I came back from Firewall. She wasn't too happy. Getting a taxi up the road myself, standing in that sucky old street can be a difficult thing. So she wasn't too happy, but, spoke this morning. She seems fine. So, aye, the lovely Dixie. God bless. Score predictions, but for the second half, I think I don't think many things will change. Celtic game, I think we could grab another goal, but Ross County looking the better side right now, so it could really go anyway over there up at Dingwall right now because defensively we're taking the mick. We're trying to we're trying to do too much. I think too much ball at the feet stuff for these centre halves, so I'm not comfortable with doing it. So, can we have next week's edition without Ryan, please? I think Well, Scott, I'll remember that, mate. I'll remember that. Absolutely shocking. David, Ryan, are you and David trying to grow your face masks? Oh, what do you think about Celtic getting 10 in a row? Big David, again, nice to see you. Obviously, the old man, the better one, better than your son anyway, but nice to see you on. It's a pleasure as always. We're getting Turnbull on the pitch today. He says refresh. Hopefully so. I think he could come on in the second half. I think there's room for him in the game. We're looking for improvement. I just think there's been a lot of sloppy football being played. I like what we're doing moving forward. I think the right intentions are there. It's just the final product's not there at the minute. Every time we get the ball down the wing, the crosses are being sussed out. I do like the intensity as we move forward, but we need something. We need a wee bit of flair, and I think probably in the second half we should see maybe Nchama Brown dip off the park. Nchama's been decent though. I think no players have really done anything wrong forward of the front line, so it'd be harsh to take anybody off. It would be harsh as the teams are now heading out for the second half, so hopefully that means David will be back soon. Ryan, help, I'm having a stinker on fantasy football, says Adam McElveny. Well, who's in your team? I'll tell you where you're going wrong. Right now, I wonder how I'm doing. How's everybody doing? James Robinson, Ryan, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Right, let's see. Let's have a look. Fantasy Football Scotland. And we'll have a look to see how I'm doing today. So far in the Fantasy Football League. Right now, 33 points. Oh, not bad, Edward's got 21 so far because I used my triple captain. Nice. Nisbet on 5. Nice. Gogic on 1. McGregor on 1. Bartley on 1. Julian on 1. McKenna on 1. Lamy on 1. And McCrory on 1 as well. So, that's not too bad, That's not too bad at all. So where's that leave me in? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out soon. I'm quite happy with that. 6 games, of course, on the day. A double week for Celtic. Celtic playing again on Wednesday night. I like Taylor. I must admit, I do like Greg Taylor. The 3-5-2, I think, is working moving forward. Because for one reason, right? What is the major difference? Refresh, a very good point, by the way. I think you're making there. But moving forward up the park, right? The first few games of the season, we have been absolutely drained. We've looked out of ideas. We've not been able to break teams down, and it's frustrating. We've done it early here. And yes, I think that Ross County have been allowed more chances because of that, but there's always going to be teething issues. And I'll talk about it more on my channel today after the game is done, and I do my free things with Learn video, so make sure to head over there and watch that. That will be, I suppose, one for you to watch. I could actually do it through this if there was just a way to actually record rather than just stream, and I could do it with David, and David could rebuttal my points. As Celtic do make their way onto the park. My pal wants to know what age your pal is. Big Dave? Big Dave's a year older than me, I think. Dave's 21 now. Oh, bastard. Joking. Let's see what else. Let's see what else is coming up. Come on, send through. Barkas has made some good saves. I think so. Yep, Deco boy, I think you'll make a good point. I think his confidence is going up. To quote my dad, Barkas is pish. What do you think? No, I don't refresh. I don't agree. I feel sorry for Barkas having to follow Fraser Forster because he's just going to continuously get a tough gig. And today, Barkas has done nothing wrong. Barkas has looked strong. The one situation was the one with Julian, when both of them ended up on their backside. That was the worst part, when both of them fell on their ass. And I don't think Barkas can be put to blame for that. The camera's on him just now as he makes his way onto the park, but you know what? We'll see. I think Barkas is going to be a top player.
43 points to fantasy for me today, pal. Out in front.
43?
Yeah.
You've beaten me, man. How have you got 43?
Ryan Kent, vice captain.
Did you use a triple captain?
No, I didn't. But Ryan Kent, vice captain. Edward, captain. Nisbet, Hadji, Tavernier as well. So I've got an assist from Rangers, 2 goals from Rangers. Edward, Nisbet.
Have you kicked off yet?
They're just out. And I've also got Livy's goalie and 2 centre halves, and they're currently keeping a clean sheet. So
I've got McCrory in goals as
well. But I've got David Turnbull, so we'll have to. Oh no, I've got Jack Annick. Shit. Oh, nightmare.
Oh, Maria. Ross County
did they add Jamie Langfield? I wonder who Jamie Langfield in fantasy football just for today. Big clangers.
Yeah, by the way, Ross County is starting the second half strong, moving straight away from kickoff, moving up the park. I am making a good tackle a moment ago, solid from him. Now the ball back at the halfway line. Ross County, though, still keeping up the intensity. Celtic need to learn how to deal with it.
According to the Rangers scoreboard, we're into the 107th minute.
Ryan 19 in the chat, by the way. You must have a great laugh coming into chats and giving off sectarian abuse. Nice to see you, mate. Enjoy your day. And, keep being some funny man. Thank you. Look you oohing it.
Laying the law down. You love to see it.
Mate, no, there's no room for sectarian violence in the chat, only in the grounds.
Jesus Christ.
I'm joking.
Where are we? Anything else interesting happening in the chat? Podcast having a shocker tonight now.
I don't think he's having a shocker.
James Forrest taking plenty of abuse on Twitter, but I just checked there. That happens every week, so nothing new.
Nothing new there, eh? Some things never change. I wish there was, I was saying while you were away, I wish there was a way for me to just like click a record button and just do my 3 things that I've learned with you, that's special.
Just clip it.
Actually, I could, couldn't I? I could do that.
That would take editing on, that might not, you might not like that.
Oh, McGregor! Good save.
That'd be a good shout, and then you can just tell everyone to come and subscribe. That'd be good.
Exactly, mate. And that's exactly what you want, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. Rangers started well. Mate, you don't have to ask me twice.
Aye, don't have to ask you twice anytime, do you? Let's see. What's it, David? What team do you support then? I've heard you're a full captain. Oh, Murray,
I'm an Exeter.
What a save, Barkas. Get up, ye. Everybody who's... what a save from Big Barkas. Who do you support, sorry?
Exeter City, mate.
Exeter City?
Yeah, they're currently beating Salford 2-1. Let's go.
I thought you'd be more of a Huddersfield man.
Nah. I was until David Wagner left.
So many chances Ross County have had in this game. And honestly...
I'm actually convinced Kevin Clancy doesn't have eyes at this point. It's just so bad. I was supposed to ask you at half-time. That was my question for half-time. Who's the best referee in Scotland?
Oh, jeez, oh my! It's like asking. Oh my God, dude!
Oh, chance is going to be 3 for Rangers. No, it's not. Roof save comes to Kent.
Mate, that's like asking capitalism or fascism or something. I don't know.
James Robinson says, "I support Partick Thistle while supporting Celtic." Is that okay? No, that's not okay. Be ashamed of yourself.
What has he said?
He supports Partick Thistle and Celtic.
Oh.
It's not okay. It's not okay at all, is it? And if anyone tells you it's okay, they're lying to you.
The brutal truth is it is not okay. That's the brutal truth.
Not okay.
I'm not going to judge. I'm not
judging you. I'm
not going to throw my toys at the pram over it. But yeah, Christopher Ryan moves the ball forward. McGregor. Forrest is in the box. Big chance for Celtic. Too much movement again, man. You've got to just. It just annoys me. We just
kick the ball in the goal.
Do you think you're some sort of funny?
What was Neil Lennon up to this week when he said he couldn't understand why fans weren't back at Celtic Park yet? Yeah, Neil, they're not back at Celtic Park yet because you're playing away this weekend, mate. That's why they're not at Celtic Park.
Oh, Jesus, James Forrest. Fuck me. That wasn't in the mess somewhere. My goodness, God almighty.
Oh. Oh my God, Rangers should have killed this game.
Honestly, I'm not watching the stream, so I can't see your face. And if people just tuned in, they'd think you were shooting a porno there when they noticed his son.
Barisic driving into the box. Barisic could have gone down for a penalty here, right? But I think he didn't because he thought he might get booked for diving, and he's already on a booking. Rangers should have killed this game. They've had a number of big chances already.
I think Glasgow Rebel with a very interesting comment there. Well, not interesting, a very, I think he's spot on. He's hit the nail on the head. I think the day Forrest has taken up that role of what Christie normally does and just smacking the ball at any given opportunity he has, he's just not been thinking. I don't get what people don't like Greg Taylor for. I just don't get it. David, what is your thoughts on Taylor?
I think people probably don't like it because it's the thing we say with Brown, in that when they're playing teams that are like sitting in, you want someone more creative than Greg Taylor. Like you would rather have Turnbull in midfield because he's more creative than Brown. So maybe it's something like that. I think Taylor's solid enough, and also when you come in to be the next consistent Celtic left back after Kieran Tierney, you're setting yourself up for a fall because you're just not going to be as good. So there's partly a bit of that as well, but I think he'd be a better option there than Forrest would be.
Glenn Johnson's on Soccer Saturday now.
Kyle Walker-Peters has just been sent off for Southampton, so there goes the coupon.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Absolutely terrible. I just think Greg Taylor's been given a hard gig, and I think you hit the nail on the head there, son. I think it's the same situation as what Barkas is getting because he's followed somebody like Fraser Forster automatically. Yeah. He's not good enough, and we need to get over that. And I want to see every fan realise that not everybody's going to be the same standard as Fraser Forster.
And it happens all the time in the Old Firm when they lose players. That, like the fans expect the replacements to be immediately as good. Like,
Look how many years it took us to find somebody as good as Henrik Larsson. That's us just got it now. So,
Hudson Edwards not as good as Henrik Larsson, just for the record.
Well, right, obviously he's not, but he's the closest we're going to get to it. And it was more of a joke. But
so you're definitely in the camp of he's better than Dembele was, yeah?
No comment.
Yeah, so I didn't think you were going to commit to that one.
No comment.
Dembele was just more of a ruthless goal scorer, I think, than Edward is. Edward's probably a better all-round player.
Oh, ball in the box. Cleared away from Ross County. I've got a bit on my throat. There we go. You ever seen the video with the mad guy and he's standing beside the pool? He says he's something like bad times don't last. And he just starts he's like I've
not seen it though.
Have you not seen that? Oh, it's outstanding, man. It's one of the best videos I think I've ever seen in my life. People will know what I'm talking about. Taylor is slow and indecisive in my opinion. I can definitely see the indecisive part. I don't think he's necessarily slow. I want to see slow. I
think the indecisive part comes back to the lack of creativity.
I think that Duffy's up there. He did it the wrong way. Brown comes flying in and sends it out out the stadium like it's gone. But
yeah, it doesn't take much. Slightly over the bar and you're beating the stands behind the goals.
But no, I think Taylor's indecisiveness is probably what a lot of people have turned, and he does see it. I think he's still trying. I think he's became so. I think confused with the role he's been forced to play, and also the criticism that he's got from all aspects of the game that he's just. Yeah,
apparently, the Southampton red card was overturned. Good old VAR.
Oh, it was. It was overturned. Right, that's it.
It's good news. The coupman's still alive.
Mine's as well, dude.
What, you drank a wee cup of tea there?
That's a wee cup of tea, mate.
Lovely stuff. No bother this weekend.
Can't be bothered today, mate.
Oh, and Bournemouth are 2-1 up. The coupon. Come on, Southampton. Finger out now. You're the only one letting me down here.
Well, we'll hope and pray for you, David. But I need Derby to pull off a miracle. First kind of opening 8 minutes here at Dingwall. It's been poor, man. Just come on, Celtic. The first time I ever
played a dead start to the second half compared to the first, isn't it?
I know. I mean, we had goals flying in left, right, and centre on that first half, and here we are. Here we are now. What can you do? It's got to be.
Everybody reckons Greg Taylor's shite.
I just there's such a divide in fans on every opinion just now. You know, some people will tell you they like Brown, some don't. Some like Taylor, some don't. Some like.
See on the James Forrest thing. See if James Forrest was to retire tomorrow, every single Celtic fan would be calling him a legend, guaranteed.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know what, really? Do you know what? I want to get one thing off my chest right away before we go any further and talk about today's games. To the people who have been commenting on my videos all week that Griffiths is a better player than Albion yet. What are you doing, Julian? You're absolutely
lucky, man. Just missed a sitter. Oh my God!
I swear to God, Julian. Oh my!
Sorry, this is more important than Christopher Julian. Ryan Kent's literally just missed an open goal here. You're gonna love when you see this. Morelos in the line pulls it back towards Kent. He's just scuffed it wide. It's an empty net inside the 6-yard box, and Ryan Kent's missed it. In fairness, there's quite a bit of pace in the cross, but he's absolutely got to score that. It should be 3-0.
I can't believe.
Julian's having a nightmare. Yeah, I told you he's not that good, mate. I've told you so many times.
It gets worse and worse. It gets absolutely worse and worse. I don't get it, man.
The issue is it doesn't get better with Julian. That's the thing. Oh my God, there's been a nasty challenge from Alfredo Morelos here.
Well, Duffy, what you doing? I know you clown. Fucking move on, go.
Oh, it's a shocking challenge by Callum Butcher. There's like literally a hole in Alfredo Morelos' knee. I'm not even joking you. That is a shocker. I don't know if he's been carded, but that should be a red card.
I said he would get a yellow card. I said he'd get the first of the day, right?
I don't know if he's been sent off, but he should be. That's a shocker.
Is he getting the gammon?
I can't see. It's an absolutely disgusting challenge, though. He's caught him studs right in the knee. Oh.
Fair play, Callum.
And there's a bit afters there with Barisic and Butcher. Barisic on a booking. Needs to be careful. That's good. I mean, Kevin Clancy's been an arse of this. That should be a red card. That's a shocking challenge. Well, it's not even Butcher. It's Edwards. It's not Butcher. Poor Callum Butcher getting it tight off me. You look very similar.
Do they?
Yeah.
Good
Stretcher's coming on for Morelos, yeah.
Look, Julian has to come off the park. I know it's not often that oh my God. Oh, Celtic going to wake up, man.
Oh, sorry, I've just seen this again. This is horrific. Stretcher's coming for Morelos here.
That's a card, ref.
Morelos is so lucky his feet aren't planted in the ground. If his studs are planted, he's breaking something there.
That sounds like badging. Sounds like really badging.
Stretcher's coming on. You can see the big cut in his knee.
Aye. That's a stinker. Do you think that'll disrupt his move to Fiorentina or something? That's a terrible tackle on Brown there. Hopefully Brown gets him back. Fucking kid.
The thing Morelos has got hope, the Rangers have got hope for here is that it's just like, because he's not straight-legged him.
Beaton needs to go half a day. Sorry, no Beaton. Julian. My God, if you watch, you got to watch. Well, no, you'll be steaming like me. But if you watch sports, you catch up with the Celtic game or anything, scandalous how he's still in the park. And I know some centre half substitutions aren't common, but he's going to give away a goal. It's a matter of time. I don't know what's up with him today because it's not even like we always get this talk about Julian can he play against a physical striker, which may or may not be the case. Yes, but the day he's invited the pressure onto himself by the time he's taken to do things. It's fucking irritating. Honestly.
I'm just a little bit in disbelief that there's not even been a card for this challenge.
No, a card.
Stretcher's on for him just now.
Did they get the ball first?
No. I can't even remember, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think so. He's just absolutely done him right in the knee. Hamilton have equalised at Levy, by the way.
Lyndon Dykes apparently scored for QPR. He did, right? QPR 1 Nottingham Forest 0. Lyndon Dykes scored a penalty.
Oh, very good. Hamilton level at Livingston. Big goal that for Iraqis.
Oh, I thought it was 3-0 there. Keeper makes a late reaction save and then it kind of spills past him, but Ross County do clear it away before it maybe stumbles over the line. But I think it's got to the point now. Lennon will be looking at the result just now, yes, and thinking to himself, there's no really a big need to make changes, which, we're 2-0 up. But he has to change something here. But Edouard's on the end of that, surely. Bugger. But he's going to make some form of change. Brilliant, Ayeti. That's outstanding, big man. On you go. Keep going. Corner. But he's got to make a change. Purely because we're just looking a bit stuck in the mud. I don't know what it is exactly. But aye.
Morelos has been stretchered off yet. I don't know who's coming on as of yet, but
I'm seeing it float down in the chat and like can't believe he's gave fuck all and all the rest of it.
Yeah, it's not great.
McGregor sending a corner here. Balls in the box. Oh, Duffy, a beauty! 3-0 Celtic. Shane Duffy gets a debut goal. Come on! Outstanding.
It's also 3-0 to Hibs as well.
Is it? Oh, Shane. I'm getting on the back of the third top, mate. What you? Just
this challenge by he's taken Barisic off, Gerard, because I think he was getting close to getting sent off.
Mate, how good a signing Shane Duffy, by the way?
We'll see.
How good a sign? No, do you know when we'll see? 90th minute, Celtic Park, October 17th, Celtic 0, Rangers 0. Ball comes in. Duffy! Bang! Whips at his
it's Scott Arfield and Calvin Bassey have come on for Barisic.
Calvin Bassey? Jeez, I've heard he's not looking up to scratch off some Rangers fans.
Left back.
Big Duffy, what a player. Brilliant. absolutely brilliant. Do you think he's... Look,
Sorry, I'm still absolutely disgusted.
I don't mean to jump the gun. I don't mean to get ahead of myself. I don't mean to sound utterly biased or anything, but I'm going to ask you a question. I want your opinion on it right now as we speak, right?
Okay, mate.
Does Duffy come into this league and automatically become the best centre-half in the league?
I don't know. I haven't seen enough of them.
Fair enough.
It would be stupid of me to say one way or that. I've literally not watched.
Forward. Scott Brown gives it off
3-0
to
Hibs, and it was Martin Boyle who scored for Hibs, which you probably could have guessed as well. By the time he got in on the act. Oh, Haji's effort just wide. Should have been 3-0 Rangers.
Have you seen my phone? Have you seen my phone wallpaper?
No, mate.
How's that, mate?
Aye. That's very staunch.
Big Duffy, mate. Have you seen my phone case?
2-0 Reading, by the way. Oh, very staunch as well.
Very staunch, mate. You've got to keep up the like.
I don't even have a case.
I'm not even allowed to wear. I'm not allowed to wear brown brogues, so.
But when you actually, here's a wee story for everyone. Tell them about how you were dressed when you turned up to Firhill on a Tuesday night for Patrick Vizsla.
I don't think this is that bad. Right, so of course I have no idea what the dress code is when you go and
there isn't one, just out of interest.
Right, so I never knew. I was like, right, I better. This is my first time. I want to impress. I want to look smart. So I have the brown brogues on, the tartan trousers, shirt with a jumper over it, collar out hanging. A jacket and a nice big scarf, a big black scarf.
Nice.
All dressed up, smart and ready to go. And then I get to the
place. You're going to a wedding, man. How horrific.
And then everybody starts turning up in their boot-cut jeans. So it's not quite what I expected.
See, that's something that's mental. That see, when you first do those things, like I was nervous as well. You get mad nervous, especially the first time you go for it. But that wasn't even in my mind to like what to wear. It just wasn't even a thing. Mental different things you worry about.
Oh, Patrick Kamala's coming on. Oh, Neil Lennon defo got his hole last night, man. Brilliant.
Speaking of strikers coming on the park, there's going to be 30 minutes for Lauren Shankland at Ibrox. 30
minutes for Shankland. Hopefully, he keeps himself a hat trick because that would be ideal. You'd love to see it. But I'll be in a Yeti.
If they get one anytime soon, the game could be back on.
I'll be in a Yeti going off the park. Kamala coming on. I think a Yeti was looking a bit tired. The change probably was needed, but I liked Kamala against Motherwell, and you were a big advocate of the sub as well. You were the one saying how he changed the game. You liked him,
and he was a very good international break for him as well.
Yeah, good international break as well from getting some goals. So,
some really nice goals as well.
Aye. So do you know what? I hope he comes into this Celtic team and be a bit more confidence now, because yes, I think he did change the game. No guy take that away from him, but the confidence wasn't there for him. His finishing was utterly shocking.
Here's a chance for Rangers. Big save, Seagrass. Comes out to Kamara. And Bassey. Oh, another big save by Seagrass.
Come on, Seagrass. Well done. Well done.
Should be 3-0 to Rangers. Haji's really coming alive in the second half.
By the way. So I've got a wee question for you, right? No a question like the ones we usually do. I'm going to test your knowledge, right? And this one is more Celtic orientated, so I'm sorry for the non-Celtic fans watching. And as we go on, we do these streams in the future. Don't worry, I'll ask other questions, but I liked it when I seen it. So I'm stealing it from Clyde.
Oh, another big chance. Big Calvin Bassey, the left back, should have scored. On you go.
Right. So since the year 2009, excluding Shane Duffy, there have been 7 players who have appeared for Celtic and also appeared in the Irish national team, have been capped for the Irish national team. Who are the 7 players from 2009?
How many? Sorry? 7.
7.
Right.
Excluding Shane Duffy.
Aidan McGeady.
That's one. There you go. Well done.
So do they have to have played for Celtic after 2009?
Yep.
Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane, that's 2. Nice. Well done.
I don't know, to be fair. I'll come back to me. I'm going to think about this.
I'm going to come back to you, right? Well, corner Celtic here. I think anyway, yep. The players are getting into the box. Shane Duffy, could he make it to quick set piece? We never let anybody get into the freaking box there. We're just passing it out. It might go to a goal. What am I talking about? And Cham moving into the box. Takes a shot. It's 4-0 Celtic. And it looks as though Christopher Ayer will claim the goal. I was sitting slagging how they were doing things, but here we are. Celtic up 4-0. And it has the chance to be a cricket score at Dingwall once again, David.
Yeah, comfortable.
The scoreboard was having a bit of a nightmare there. It went from 4-0 to 5-0, and I thought to myself, what happened there? But I thought we counted it. You know when you play FIFA and every goal counts for 2 and these stupid house rules things? I thought it was one of them. But Ross County 0, Celtic 4, Christopher Ayer a tap in from the quick set piece, and Cham doing a lot of the work. And once again, and Cham proving it. What a player.
Right, on this Celtic Irish thing, Paddy McCourt was Northern
Paddy
Ireland.
McCourt, that's one.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was
I'm
Northern
not sure
Ireland.
what you've said. Who you said now? You've said
McCourt, Keane, and who's the other one I said? McGeady.
so you've got 3.
Did someone stupid like Killian Sheridan play for Ireland?
Oh, there you go. There's another one.
Right, there's 4.
Well done.
Oh, right, here we go then. What else have I
Just
got?
to recap for anybody who may be tuning in, Christopher Ayer has bagged a goal, and David, I'm sorry to tell you, Paddy McCourt's no one taken away for you.
Yeah, it was Northern Ireland, wasn't he?
Nah, yeah, so no one. Sorry.
I thought so. I said that to you and you didn't know.
Anyway.
Darren O'Day, he was
Darren O'Day, there you go. Actually, back up to.
Oh, it's in the comments as well. So Straith's got that one.
Shout in the comments. You've got 4. You've got 3 left, mate.
3 left. Has there been any in real recent years? I can't remember any recently.
Give you a clue for one. Dream guest on Scottish football.
What?
Dream guest for me on Talk Scottish Football.
Johnny Hayes.
Hey, that's 5. Right, 2 more. I'll give you clues to see if you can get them. I mean, how do I... Back in Scotland.
What?
Back in Scotland.
But this guy's back in Scotland.
Back in Scotland.
Oh, I don't know.
His dad's very political.
Oh, Tony Stokes, yeah.
Tony Stokes, hey, and you've got
political.
and you've got political, yes, and you've got one more.
Is it Luke O'Connell?
For the Irish national team.
Oh, well, it's in the comments. I just stole it. I got Robbie Keane for everyone shouting. Roy Keane was before 2009.
I give you a clue. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's old now, close to the end.
Bit of a journeyman.
37 now.
Where's he playing just now?
I believe he's playing for Waterford. Of the League of Ireland First Division.
Oh my God! I don't have a Scooby-Doo. When did he play for Celtic?
2010 to 13.
Christ. Position?
Striker.
Oh, Daryl Murphy.
Daryl Murphy, there you go.
Good shout. I'm happy about that.
Done better than my dad. My dad said Stokes. And my dad said Stokes, and then his second one was Packy Bonner.
See, Killian Sheridan was the most difficult one. I got that one right off the bat. So.
My dad said Packy Bonner. I was like, Dad, 2009. Come on. Yeah, calm down. Tony Pulis! Is he on the... He's on Soccer Saturday now. 4-0 Celtic, of course. It looks as though Ryan Christie about to make his way onto the gate. Oh, David Turnbull's been sent to warm up. David, this is it.
You thought it'd be on by now, like 4-0 up. Send it warm up. Just get him on the pitch. Big dub, boss man.
I love the name.
David, we didn't cover the Hamilton goal at Libby, really. David Templeton was the one that got it. Big goal.
Was it 1-0 in that game?
Yeah, I was trying to tell you this when you were talking about Shane Duffy, but you weren't listening.
I don't want to talk about Shane Duffy now, no.
Well, you've done it. I think you've done it plenty, to be honest, mate. But where else are we? What's the Motherwell score? I've just forgotten this. Motherwell are 1-0 up, so big day for Motherwell. They can close the gap. Can they climb up Hamilton with that win, maybe?
Yeah. I think
much needed. If they can hold on, much needed win.
So 22 minutes left on the clock here at Dingwall. I've kind of... Oh, Shane Duffy gone for range, by the way, man. He took a 40-yarder there. Save from the keeper.
It's 3-0 to Rangers. Kmart Roof has got the goal.
There's a bit to ask there.
Arfield driving down the left. Low left foot shot across the box. Turned in by Roof, who does the Wakanda Forever celebration. You love to see that. And then, 3-0. Comfortable for Rangers now.
Oh, Edouard's through on goal. What? Shit! How is it missed? Kamara, how many chances do you need? How is it missed? I don't believe it. Oh, he's never going to score. He's never going to do it.
See, he seems to be so clinical playing for Poland 21s. Like, he seems so clinical.
He has.
And in pre-season, he seemed really clinical too.
Oh, dearie me, Kamara. I tell you, there's a lot of things we've learned for this fucking game, not just 3. God almighty. Oh, it's poor Ayer. That's poor. Oh, brilliant, Julian. Absolutely brilliant. Good tackle. First time I'll be able to say that today about Christopher. But it was superb defending from him. It slowed the game down for Ross County a lot there as they moved forward, caught us in the counter-attack. But, oh my God, Kamara. Do you think there's a confidence issue for him at Celtic?
Well, it seems like it. It's one of those, you'll just need that first goal. And once he gets it...
No, I mean, he's had his first goal.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Like, obviously, he's in a run of missing chances just now. He just needs one, I think, to get him going.
Aye, I think Edouard done a lot of the hard work there. And it looked as though Edouard, and I'm not trying to make excuses for Kamara here, as Glasgow Rebel says he couldn't score in a brothel. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. Edouard done a lot of the work, and I honestly thought Edouard would have went for it himself, and then he passes it off, gained at the last minute to Kamara. Maybe he doesn't expect the pass to come, I don't know, but Edouard literally skins the whole defence. Everybody. Sets it up so easily for him, and then he still misses. Unbelievable.
Was it one of those, would you have expected Edouard to go himself?
With the position Kamara was in, I understand the pass and kind of seen it coming, but don't know, it's weird, man. Christie and El Yunusi, interestingly enough, coming on. Odsonne Edouard is leaving the field for Ryan Christie, so it looks as though we could be going one up front here. Maybe move back into a 4-2-3-1, play Kamara up top himself, and Olivier Cham also leaving the park for Mohamed El Yunusi, which probably means Forrest will go back over on our right-hand side. But again,
is Turnbull on yet? Sorry, did you say?
No, not on yet. But at least that's weird. Unless they're just sticking with the same formation and playing El Yunusi up front or Christie up front with Kamara. It's just a weird one. It's a weird one, that. I think this will benefit, if we do move up to one up front here, I think this could benefit Kamara. I think it might work for him.
Just on Ryan Christie, how good were those two penalties for Scotland, man? I mean, top left, bottom right.
We're not going to blow our load their penalties, are we?
No, but his penalties goal, they were pretty good.
I think you're too excited, mate.
This Bassey fella's an absolute unit for Rangers. He's just dribbled past four of them into the box and won a corner.
See, the only thing I heard about that, as I just see a message come through in the group chat, Bassey Bugera. But I know, I remember I've only heard one thing about Bassey, and that was in the pre-season game. Mind Rangers played like Dundee United, or the Rangers reserves did. And Dundee United battered them. Apparently, that Bassey was rotten. That was a Rangers fan.
He looks very good going forward. He's such an awkward customer.
Oh, what a save, Barkas, big man! Come on, away! What a save from Barkas. Poor defending from Celtic from the set piece. Claiming for a penalty. Ross County want a penalty given for a handball. They're not just getting it. But
Lauren Shankland's not had a touch since he's come on, to be honest.
Who was it makes the sliding tackle there? I think it's Duffy with a fantastic block on the second attempt. First one, though, very good save from Barkas, and he comes out and claims it. I'm telling you what, if there's anybody after this game that's still saying Barkas is shite, do you know what? Go and support fucking Southampton, because we're not getting Foster back. We've got a new keeper and get behind him. He's fucking class, and Duffy, you know. Sorry, that's a bit of a rant, right? But I'm fed up.
Barkas not had a few shaky moments in this game, from what I've been
looking at. He's had one. And I don't even know if it's his fault. I need to go back and watch it.
Whoa, chill.
Mate, I can't chill. I can't.
Shouting for.
Can't chill, mate.
Here comes a big diagonal towards.
I just don't get why we're all so fucking stuck up Fraser Foster's ass. I don't get it.
Luke Bolton's just slide tackled the advertising board and it looked like a bad one. Deary me.
That was a moment of passion that I had there. Sorry, I do apologise. I do. But
that kind of one of your three things you've learned. Clip it.
Aye, exactly. I do actually. I'm a. What minute are we at? What fucking point in the stream are we on right now? If you fucking speak, I want to know. It's gone in. I'll have to bleep myself though, so I don't lose my monetization.
Oh really? Maybe that's why we don't get monetized on streams.
Mate. The stream's too long. I'm not going to know.
They're not checking. They're no watching.
No fucking chance, mate.
Southampton are still knacking their coupon, but so are Bournemouth just now. So two English teams.
So it's about 1 hour 50 minutes in. Remind me that, right? I'm going to write it down here. It's gone in the three things we've learned. It's gone in there. Outstanding, mate. Outstanding. Right, Celtic 4, Ross County 0. Send in your questions. We've got 15 minutes to go. Since Rangers' last goal, how is it gone over at Ibrox, David?
It's just kind of petering out a bit now, this game. United are looking a bit puffed out now.
Oh, David, Bournemouth 2, Blackburn 2, Adam.
Yeah, I know, but I've just realised Hamilton and Southampton are also knackering it for me. So sorry, Livingston and Southampton. So nightmare.
How's it going at Ibrox? Sorry,
it's just petering out this game now. There's not an awful lot happening. Rangers in full control. United I think United could have had. It's one of those, like, United started really well, and if they did a few breaks there, if they just picked the right final ball, then they could have had some joy. But Shankland's coming on too little, too late. The game's done. And that might be Mickey Mellon's plan if they can stay in the game until 60 minutes.
Big pass from Ross County. Mohamed El Younousi capitalising on the chance. Kamara! Celtic 5, Ross County 0. He gets his goal, and you see the relief on his face, man. What a lad. Polish Pat. Brilliant goal.
So much so you're disappearing. Yeah, isn't it mental how Celtic play 2 strikers and they look better than they have done for a long time? Rangers could be in here for number 4. No,
Stevie thinks it's acceptable just to come in and disrupt the stream. Sorry, I had to give him a quick telling off there. Oh, what were you saying? 5-0, Polish Pat. What a man.
Typically play 2 strikers and all of a sudden they're scoring loads of goals and look a different team.
Yep. I think El Younousi's playing up that role with him. I can't tell if he's being played off the left, but Kamara looks chuffed. He looks like he's happy with that, and he would be. So, outstanding. Mate, what have we been saying? What
happens, like, honestly, I know we talk about him a lot. What happens to Lee Griffiths now? Like, what? I mean, he's now 4th choice. Not just on attitude, but probably on merit at the moment.
People realise in the comments section that they're talking absolute nonsense when they say he should be starting for Celtic.
But then, why should Celtic not be offloading him then? I just don't understand why they're not doing that.
There's no denying he adds something to the team. There's no denying he's a good player.
Or is that a case of we don't want to offload him to a Premiership team because he'll come back to haunt us kind of thing?
Perhaps it is.
It just seems very strange.
It's an odd one because for me, he doesn't get in ahead of Ayeti, Edouard, nor Kamara. And yet there's still people in my comment section saying he should be starting up front. Nonsense.
John McLaughlin today hasn't had a save to make yet again, but he hasn't looked great. I mean, there was one chance for Clark in the first half where he absolutely makes an arse from coming for a cross. And that's all he had to do, and he made a bit of an arse of it. But
Frimpong moving in, he's got to take a wee curler over the bar. Ewan Smith saying, am I going to have more Bovril? I've not even had one today, just a tea. What's the fancy in Bovril today? Where
are you off to tonight, mate? What's the plans?
Just after the local, Turnbull's coming on. Lennon's giving him a wee touch up. I say a couple.
What's he giving him?
A wee touch up.
A wee snooze.
A wee snooze, aye. A wee pop that in your ways, right? So, I'm making 2. Oh, is Amelia Sorrow's coming on? Oh, I'm telling you, Neil Lennon must have got a good show, a good notch in the bedpost last night. My God Almighty, is Lennon all right?
Sir Straith doesn't think they want to sell a loan amount in case they accept bid for Edward. I can't see any way they accept the bid for Edward this summer. Surely not.
Is Lennon feeling all right? But genuinely. Is he
just incidentally, James Tavernier had a really good game for Rangers again today. He was really good against Hamilton and again today, and he got a goal for his troubles. Ryan Kent was just driving towards the box doing stepovers, and he did so many that he got and Gerrard was fuming actually. He was running towards the box doing all these stepovers and just lost control of the ball. And Gerrard's reaction on the sideline, he was raging with it. Just should have passed it.
Did you see what I got recommended on Amazon earlier that I put on Twitter?
I did see that, yeah, very interesting.
Quite odd.
Yep.
I think they just know how lonely I'm of the new man.
What about this YouTube power couple that's developing you and that bird?
What bird?
The one you keep talking about. I don't know who she
is. Dixie. Oh, man.
Dixie Carter.
What? Dixie D'Amelio. Oh, don't start with it. Oh.
Why didn't you write a song for her? You've got the guitar.
Should I? Should I write these songs?
You probably should, to be fair.
I need to come up with lyrics.
A good wordsmith would just have them on the tip of the tongue,
Yeah, Dixie.
That's plenty. I'm already feeling uncomfortable.
Out of tune, man. It needs tuned up.
Do you know how to tune a guitar?
Yes, I do, actually.
Oh, come on then. Do a wee tutorial on there.
Do you want me to tune it right? So, better turn my tuner on, right? So, turn the tuner on. Let's have a wee look. So,
it's absolutely mad how similar Nicky Clark and Graham, not Graham Alexander, Neil Alexander look. Look at Big Bassy, man. What a player this fella is. He's absolutely smashing it driving forward here.
Right, the E's fine. Yeah, I can't bother doing this. We'll be here all day, mate. We'll be here all day. we're here to watch football, not tune a guitar. But I'll write a song for Dixie, and when we're here next week, you can rate it. Which makes me glad to announce that next week we will be returning for the live show. Hey!
Well, will we?
All right.
Do I not get a say in this? We're just doing it.
Well, usually it's you just messages me. Can I get a graphic for the live show this weekend?
I might be busy, mate.
Busy?
I'm not going to be, so it's fine.
No.
But
David, both of us live empty, shallow, lonely lives. Let's not kid ourselves.
So please donate. Yeah.
So that, please give your money, so I can drink away my fucking depression. Ross County for the free kick there. Jesus, Joni. Thought that was a goal. I tell you, it's up there. There's two stadiums that I cannot stand the camera. Oh, that was a good free kick. Good hit. Two stadiums I cannot stand the camera, like the view from the camera. The first being here, Dingwall, one of the worst in the country. And the second being Anfield. Just cannot stand the camera.
Maybe I'm just used to the Anfield one now, but yeah, it was different at the start. Very high. I think it gives you a really good view of the pitch, so you can see everything because it's so high up.
Be good if you were there. I think if you were in the
Walter Smith used to sit in the stand when he was managing Rangers. I don't know why more managers don't do that because you get much better view of the game.
I know exactly. I can imagine stuff. I was actually thinking that last night.
Celtic can do it because they've got the old Gavin Strachan's earpiece. They must have somebody up
there. Big Damien Duff.
Aye.
5-0, what a day, we can crack the cans now. Oh, £20 donation!
Jesus!
Christ.
What a fail.
What an absolute hero, Sir Strafe. Thank you so much. Couple of pints from me, lads. Good show. Sir Strafe, absolute hero. Might be the biggest.
Absolutely huge from you, mate.
Channel legend, might be the biggest channel legend so far. Absolutely.
Scott Arfield's in, chance for 4. Good save, Seagrass.
There's only one way you can celebrate this. Hold on. There's only one way.
We're not just out of interest. The donations are not going on a pint. Well, we'll get a couple out of them, but just because you said specifically. But we're needing to get some podcasting equipment, a wee studio on the go when I'm back on the road. Take this thing to the next level. That's what it's all for. I don't know what he's up to here. So if he comes back with the guitar singing, I'm going to be really upset. Huge, absolutely huge from you, mate. Cheers. What are you doing, Ryan? Come on, son. An absolute liability, this boy. Mind, yeah, the 100. It was Norwegian stuff from Bollywomska, was it not? It was like Norwegian stuff. It was like 100 or whatever it was, and I thought it was 100 quid. I got a bit excited, but yeah, it was like 8 quid, which is still pretty huge. But yeah, no guitar. Yes, no guitar. I don't like the guitar either, mate. It's just an absolute liability with that thing. What's he up to? Unless he gets Stevie up the stair, I'm going to be really upset. Oh, fantastic.
The only way to celebrate that. That's the only way to go about it.
Absolutely.
Chin, boys.
Huge.
Oh, I'm steaming. Brilliant. What a donation, Sir Strafe. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. It is so, I'm going to get a song about mine.
Has to be done.
Do you know what I've been choking for the last 3 years, mate?
A tenny.
A snout.
A snout, a snooze.
A snooze. It's a new chip. A snooze. David Turnbull, has he done anything? I've been away. Anybody said anything about him in the chat?
Nobody has said anything, no. 5-0, I don't think anybody's really watching the game. They're just like drinking.
Ismaila Soro's looking a wee bit sharp, I'll tell you that for nothing.
Is he not supposed to look like a really good player? Was he not like really good in pre-season?
Soro, I thought he looked decent. Cusson's like firewater tonight.
He's either going to be like he'll end up like being like a Kouassi Abui, or he'll be like an Cham.
I think the plan, like from the rumours that I've heard, the plan is that he's got to kind of be the heir to Scott Brown.
It's wild.
Kind of like, peter in as he fizzles out, if you like. So we'll see. I mean, Brown did come after him. Maybe this is a start. Maybe this is Project. You know how people are saying Project Mbappe, Project Bruni?
What is the Project Mbappe? What does that consist of? Oh, Ryan's frozen again. There's a shock.
If I froze again there.
You have indeed.
Project Bruni.
What are you talking about, this project? What are you talking about?
What, Project Mbappe?
I'll be honest with you, I'm amazed there's not been a red card in this game. Kevin Clancy doesn't have eyes, I'm convinced.
Soro is our Canty. Could be. Do you think so, mate? What a game. Must be, by the way. Bournemouth 3, Blackburn 2.
What are you talking about here?
What?
I still know you're talking about Project Brown and all this, but it's actually Southampton had gone 2-0 down, but it's been VAR disallowed. But I'm really upset Southampton have ruined the day.
Zaha missed a penalty.
Did he?
Yep.
Nightmare. Mental, he's still at Crystal Palace.
Christopher Julian has the armband on. What's that about?
Yeah, someone in the comments had said that.
What?
Who
McGregor's
else?
on the park.
I was going to say, yeah, McGregor's still on the park. Maybe it's just one of those that couldn't be asked past it to.
Wouldn't shock me if it run. Wouldn't shock me at all. Eunice took a wee bit of head knock there, but he's got to carry on. There's Neil Lennon. Looking good. Looking sharp.
Oh, big goal. Tony Macaroni as Livingston 1, Hamilton 2.
Oh, you're joking. What a result that'll be for Hamilton if it goes that way.
Wow. Apparently McGregor's off the pitch as well, you clown.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Terrible come on from McGregor.
Sorry, I'm a bit tipsy, boys.
That's a big goal for Hamilton. Like, absolutely massive, especially with Motherwell winning as well. That's going to keep Motherwell bottom of the league, I think. Or maybe Livy will go bottom. I'm not sure. But Motherwell look like an elite leapfrog Hamilton. And that's mad. We talked about Hamilton. They had County at home. They had St Mirren at home. 2 games you'd expect them to get something from. Lost both of them. Then they go Motherwell away, Livy away. You wouldn't expect them to win either and win both, potentially. Massive from them. Big chipper, Brian Rice.
Big chipper, I don't know what you'll be saying it tonight, eh?
You'll be loving it. Absolutely loving it.
I think you'll be on the mic in the karaoke or something.
He might be. I bet he likes a pint, big chipper.
Oh, he will love a pint. See, he strikes me as a sort of man that would love a pint of cider, though.
I'm not so sure about that. Pint of cider's pretty rotten.
No, sorry. Pint of Magnet. Big John Smith. Oh, aye. He's a big John Smith man.
John Smith's, yeah.
Oh, he's a big John Smith man. Big pint of Magnet. Yeah, tell you what, Shane Duffy. I applaud him today. I applaud him. I absolutely applaud him.
Sure he's delighted.
I'm sure after the game, he'll be loving life, snout in hand.
Oh, Ian Harkes just hit the bar. Oh, that was a great effort from Harkes. It was a ball in from Shanklin. Oh, no, Shanklin laid it off to Robson, who whipped it in. Came through to Harkes, one touch, left-footed volley off the bar. McLaughlin was beaten.
It's brilliant. Every time you say something, it's exactly in line. Where like my pals or Rangers fans put messages in the chat coming through, like you said that, and I assume was thank fuck that hit the bar. That was awesome.
Yeah, that would have been the first goal conceded. It could have been. Who's a man on that? We'll come to man on that.
What are you doing?
Okay, sorry, man.
I was going to get a nice dramatic. New segment on the show. Brought to you by Tennants. It's the Talk Scottish Football Man of the Match. We'll start with David over at Ibrox. Who's the award going to?
This is a new segment. We do this every week, you fucking idiot.
It's never brought to you by Tennants, but...
well, I was going to say we're a bit early. Still 5 minutes left, you know. But anyway. Okay, I'll give you my man of the match. Tough one. I mean, Kent, the first half was very, very bright. In the second half, not so much. It's been more of the Hadji show. But I'm going to give it to neither of them. I'm going to go with James Tavernier, man of the match this afternoon.
Fair enough. And over at Dingwall.
Ryan did sound like a baby there. You're right.
I did. And do I regret it? No. Regrets? No, it's a good laugh, isn't it? So, man of the match over at Dingwall, I'm going to give it to the debut of Shane Duffy. Fantastic performance from the big man. Grabbing himself a
goal. Rangers, Scott Arfield 4-0.
Sorry, I'm trying to beg.
I tell you what, we said today, pre-match, that we might have some twists and turns today. Both of them have just been flying and absolutely battered the opposition.
And it's a real tale of the tape for the rest of the season, isn't it?
It's going to be a relentless one. Rangers are the best they've been since they came back into the top flight. And Celtic, are 9 in a row winning team with new signings who seem to be hitting the ground running. So it's going to be a fascinating season.
Duffy, big man. That's brilliant. Keep him behind you. That's what we're missing in the centre. Anyway.
So are you going to Duffy man of the match?
Shane Duffy, he got himself a goal. I think he's been solid. He's been the best out of the back three. He looks really commanding. He's been strong. He's been physical. He's been exactly what you want. And I think, you know what? I don't even think this is his best we've got on the day, which is outstanding. You're not getting your best, and yet he's still been great. I think the best is yet to come. What a ball for David Turnbull, by the way, for Eunice. It's just when I play. Just Eunice the way we're going. So, future's very bright for Duffy at Celtic. And man of the match for me, Thank you, Tinnies.
I'm so upset I didn't watch Kevin Nesbitt today. Apparently, Rangers TV have given the man of the match to Stephen Davis, which is a bit of an interesting shout.
Did you watch me and Div's video?
Not yet. I have not watched it yet, no. But I will be watching it, don't worry.
Good video. It was a good bit of crack.
Love to see it. And
interestingly enough, Ross County TV has given Shane Duffy the man of the match.
Well, normally they give the home side man of the match, no?
Yeah.
There's just nobody been any good for County today. Has there been any just to pull you back down there for a little bit? Has there been any positive signs for County today?
Mate, I know the scoreline doesn't say much for Ross County, but honestly, they were incredibly unlucky today. Ross County brought the game to Celtic, and honestly, up until we managed to get our third and fourth goal, you could argue that Ross County were the team making the better chances. And do you know what? You can't argue it. They were making better chances than Celtic. They were making life difficult. They were putting the pressure on the defenders. Duffy was the only one able to handle it really well. Julian was scared. And do you know what? If I was going home tonight as a Ross County player or Kettlewell in charge, I'd be going up the road thinking to myself, do you know what? The scoreline might be stinking, but we gave them a right good show today. And do you know what? Respect to Ross County not being one of those teams who have put 10 minutes, because they could have done that at 2-0 to avoid a score like this. They could have done
listen,
that.
We've had this exact thing before, right? When you said fair play to a team for not putting 10 men behind the ball after they've just been pumped 5-0 by Celtic. Why? I mean, they've just been beaten 5-0. Surely you'd want to play 10 behind the ball and have a chance.
Let's put it right. Would you rather get beat 2-0, creating nothing, doing nothing, and having to sit and soak it up the whole game?
But listen, who's to say they would have got beaten 2-0 if they'd done that? They could have frustrated them for large periods. You know, they might not have got beat, but they're getting beat 5-0. I don't think it's anything to give them that much credit about in terms of how they set up.
Do you know what, David? I think that you're an incredibly pessimistic fan, and I think that you need to calm down and take a look at yourself, mate.
Have a word. You're just delighted because Celtic have won, and Ross County have helped you do that by being really open.
And do you know what? That's fine with me.
It was the same with the Levy thing. When Rangers drew a Levy, everyone was like, oh, it's a disgrace. They parked men behind the ball. They got a point. What, if it was to come out and play expansive football and get beat 5-0? Nonsense. On you go.
Well, you're the voice of reason. You're right as usual.
I am right, and you know
it. Fair play to Ross County today. Brought the game, yes.
Fair play to them, got beat 5-0. Magic.
Hell, you know, moving forward, Celtic aren't done yet with 91.5 minutes on the clock. Oh, Ryan Christie gone for the spectacular there. He took a touch, hits it in the half volley, and it just goes wide with 1 minute and 30 left of stoppage time. I thought Ryan Christie that was clear. Oh, it came off Forrest, I think, actually. I thought it came off Christie. Oh, unlucky. Who needs soccer Saturday when you've got the top Scottish football live stream? Hey, thank you, Niall. I say as I'm watching Jeff Stelling on the right-hand side.
I know, same. I'm just looking at this big Jeff.
But thank you very much. I appreciate it. We aim to make everybody's Saturdays a little better, you know. And thank you once again to the people who have donated today, the 2 donations that we've had. So Strafe with the £20 donation, and early on, who was it made the first donation again, David?
Mate, that's my best pal. It's not about big Archibald.
That's a big Archibald.
Archibald's the big donation coming up big. He'll get a pint back tonight, no problem.
Shame I can't get my pint now.
Nah, you might do one day. Don't worry.
Maybe one day.
Big Celtic man too.
Oh, is he?
Yes,
you have to hear it.
Staunch.
I've always found it weird how from where you are, like, you know, you just don't really have a team, you know.
Well, I mean, it's the same all. That's a mad thing. I think we could do a video on this because I've always thought it. See if you had if you broke it down so if everyone in the country supported the local team, what order would they be the biggest teams? Because Inverness, man, in Ross County would have massive support. It'd be like if you broke it down in terms of population, you went every town close to their closest team. You know, it would be interesting.
I like that. I think we should work on that, mate.
Hugh Keevan's who we have our own Specky Tube. Yes, we absolutely do.
Yes.
He's here and he's perfect.
Full time at the Victoria Park. You're so cute. Full time at Victoria Park, and it is Ross County 0, Celtic 5. Shane Duffy man of the match. Goals from Edward, Shane Duffy, Albion Ayeti, Patrick Kamala, and Christopher Ayer. 5 scorers.
Just as I'm watching Rangers here, I'm sure I saw Balogun in the starting lineup, but Hollander played. Must have been an injury in the warm up or something. I never noticed this. But
you're a bit late.
Hollander has played. Rangers defend so aggressively. Just watch them now because United are coming forward trying to get a goal. They're determined to hold on to this clean sheet. They're defending so aggressively, which is Hollander and Goldson just attack everything. And it's full time at the Tony Macaroni. Massive win for Big Chipper, Brian Rice and Hamilton. And St Mirren have been beaten 3-0 by Hibs. Aberdeen full time as well. Some big results today.
Neil Lennon is absolutely chuffed with Shane Duffy, by the way. He's not even leaving his side. He's like, fucking, come on, get snooze. Come on, get snooze, son.
Come on for a wee snooze, son.
Come on for a wee snooze. Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, I've never been happier as a Celtic fan in my life, mate.
Ross County away, sit in your bedroom, watch it. Never been happier.
Never been happier. And all. See Lazio compared to this, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Mate.
Oh,
no fascist threats at all.
This is an odd situation, isn't it? Because usually, when it comes to this point of the stream, you're away. You're gone.
Yeah, I'm normally running to get away, but I'm not. I'm running maybe for a tinny in a minute or two. But
we get to the wee recap very quickly today. But David, I must warn you, when it comes to Celtic, I've decided I want to do my 3 things with Wembley. You're going to be on the channel. You're going to be
what's on that? I've got to sit here with you.
So we're going to, kind of drag that out for a wee 10 minute or so, and then you could talk. You can talk as much about Rangers as you like as well. But we'll cover the other game. We'll save that for the.
Bear in mind, I didn't watch the Celtic game, which you'll have to give context to that. And
yeah, but you can just give your
full time at Ibrox as well. Rangers comfortable.
So okay, full time around the grounds. We'll go and we'll talk about the results. I think the only game still playing is Motherwell and St Johnstone, but it is likely to finish 1-0 over there.
Incidentally, new segment. Dun. Team of the day.
Team of the day.
Ryan Fitzsimons, your team of the day.
Do you mean like just the actual team, or do you mean 11 players?
No, just the actual team.
Oh well. Big result. So the other place you could argue Hamilton are the team of the day with that result against Livingston. But I'm going to try, and this is the first time I've ever got to do this. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to try my best to remain unbiased, but I'm going to go for Celtic. I'm going to say Celtic are the team of the day. Look, first half we looked under pressure at a lot of points, but when you've got your new signings playing like that and you get 5 goals, mate, what else can you ask for?
Fair enough. My team of the day is Hamilton Academical, because that's the biggest result in the country today, the most surprising result. So maybe not surprising, but yeah. Everyone expected Celtic to win. I'm
going to get the league table on screen for everybody who is remaining with us for the post-match pint. Okay, so that's Celtic Fans TV's thing, isn't it? The post-match pint. Sorry, Paul. We're not stealing anything after you. I swear it was an accident. I actually get on really well with Paul. You ever watch Paul stuff?
No.
Have you know? Oh. I thought you would have
been. Sorry, I'm not really listening to you.
Celtic Fans TV.
Oh, right. I don't watch Celtic Fans TV because I'm not a Celtic fan, but I've seen. You've done some work with him before, have you not?
Yeah, I've done a video with him before. Anyway, the league table as follows on the screen as the matches finish up, and I better take away the banner so that you can see what the result is at the bottom. What you think, Motherwell? Still
that's why Hamilton are my team of the day, because it's a big result for them.
Massive. So Rangers still at the top, of course, undefeated at the top of the table. Celtic remain undefeated, but still behind Hibs after their win. Aberdeen, Ross County and St Johnstone close out the top 6. Ross County's goal difference really is now stumbling. St Mirren in 7th place. Dundee United down to 8th after what was a really good start for them as well.
Yeah, I know. And we talked about this in the podcast a little bit. I think I said this in the podcast. My big claim is that the top 4 is nailed in, and it's nailed in with that 4 that you see in front of you there. Not necessarily in that order, but it's nailed in. And below that, I think every team could theoretically finish in any position below that.
Fair enough. You make a very valid point, Daveson.
Well, that's quite a bold claim. Like, I think all of them could go down, and all of them could finish 5th.
Right, anyway, let's go on to talking about what the games mean very quickly. We'll run through all of them, and then I will be giving you my 3 things that we learned from Celtic's 5-0 win today. It will be on the channel whenever we get to that point. But we'll start in order of the games I have in front of me. Aberdeen 1, Kilmarnock 0. The goal was scored by Ross McCrory in the 16th minute. It keeps Aberdeen's form on top stuff. And David, we said both of us fancied an Aberdeen win today. You did think Kilmarnock had a chance, and rightfully so, because they went up there and they kept it close. It was only 1-0, so I'm sure McInnes will be happy with what was a hard-working result.
Yeah, but delighted for Ross McCrory as well. He's already spoke about how much he's been delighted with him since he came in, and now he's adding a goal too. So I tipped Aberdeen for 3rd, and both teams in that big run today have done well and got a result. That's a big result for Aberdeen.
Livingston Hamilton could be the result of the day at the Tony Macaroni. The goals, Scott Pittman gave Livingston the lead, which was the first goal of the day, wasn't it? Happened really early. We barely were on the air. Barely kicked off. First went up, and then David Templeton and Kyle Monroe. David Temple, interestingly, with a goal and an assist today. So a massive performance from him. But big chipper. What's he going to be thinking after that?
Well, team of the day for me, Hamilton. Massive result. As we said, the league table is so tight at the bottom now. Had they got beaten today with Motherwell winning, they would have gone to the bottom, but they managed to stay above them. So yeah, massive victory for Hamilton and Templeton. We know how the quality he's got. We just needed to get fit. He's done that, and now he's really providing the goods for Hamilton.
Do you think that the course of this season is going to have Hamilton down there the whole time? The slog,
Yeah.
do you think it's going to be that for the case? Because you look at a result like this today and you see that happening, it makes you think maybe Hamilton might not be in that situation if they can consistently get results like this. But I guess it comes down to the fact can they do that consistently?
Yeah, it does come to that. But I think, I said it earlier, I don't think there's going to be I think the teams from literally the bottom four down, I'm not convinced. I'm not sure what order they'll be in, like who'll be top six. I think there'll be loads of teams that, if they don't consistently put results together. We've seen it already with Ross County, St Mirren and Dundee United, all had really bright starts to the season, but in the last three have struggled, and now they're neck and neck with all the teams down the bottom. So I think it'll be a little bit like that all season long. Hamilton, they'll be down the bottom. But Livy needs to start picking up wins, because that's a big disappointment for them today, and they'll be a team that'll be down the bottom this year.
We're talking about how happy Big Chipper is, the bus driver. He's got to pick it up. A man who was touted with perhaps bigger moves if the right spaces opened up. You'll need to get a hold of that. Motherwell, St Johnstone in the off the ball derby. Fucking hell, can't he talk? What's that? I'm doing right. Right. Motherwell 1, St Johnstone 0. Alan Campbell with the goal 4 minutes into the game. It didn't look as though the game was up to much, but a great big sigh of relief from Motherwell supporters, I would imagine. If they lost today, I would have left Stephen Robinson in a horrible situation. So a massive 3 points. What do you think to it, Dave?
Well, it didn't sound convincing, but they got the job done. That's all that really mattered. If they were another team that had they lost today, it would have been looking really bleak down near the bottom. As it is, they are still bottom of the table, but with 3 points to boost them today.
You'll have to see it. Huh? No, I don't care. Anyway, on to the next game. We're going to head to your boy. He got the first goal of the day. St Mirren 0, Hibernian 3. Of course, St Mirren headed into this game with a complication that no one could have foreseen, but it happened. They got it sorted. They managed to have someone in between the sticks.
Mate, they'd been as well have put clangers in goal today. 3-0.
3-0, yeah. Nisbet, Newell, Boyle. Boyle continued up his fantastic start. Boyle got an assist and a goal. Interesting enough, Newell also a goal and an assist. But the talk of the town, Kevin Nisbet, he's back, and he's back with a bang. You must be chuffed.
Best striker in the country out with the Old Firm.
Is that it?
That's it, mate.
That's it.
Big Kev.
Your type of shine. Rangers 4, Dundee United 0.
Well, Rangers, again, fluid in attack, frightening going forward, and just as frightening at the back. So solid at the back. United potential, the amount of times they just didn't play the right pass when they had potential counter-attacking opportunities. The only big chances they had was one. John McLaughlin just didn't take a cross. For all the plaudits he's getting, he didn't have an awful lot to do again today, but he did make one big mistake that could have been a goal for Dundee United. But Ryan Kent, again, first half, continuing that great form. Yanis Hadji in good form as well. Tavernier also really fluid going forward. Morelos, one talking point, Morelos subbed on for the injured Brandon Barker, but then subbed off after a horror challenge on him, stretched it off. Be interesting to see how long he's out for now, but it didn't look like a good run. But Rangers flying at the top end of the pitch and top of the table.
Rangers flying at the minute. You can't deny that. Even as a Celtic fan, I can't sit here and pretend that they aren't flying. They're doing great. Their start to the season has been impeccable. They've still not conceded a single goal, and they're scoring goals. It's been good, and it's just a testament to the 4-0, 5-0 between the respective clubs. It's just showing you what this season's going to be about and how long a stretch. It's going to be a right big grueling match to the very finish, I think. Be really interested to see how it goes. On the 17th of October. That's going to be mental. So we'll see there. Huh?
Yeah. I don't think we did a watch along for that, though.
Oh, no. Of course not. Because
wouldn't be possible.
Wouldn't
be possible. You wouldn't be able to contain yourself.
You'll be on the cans, huh?
17th of October, I'll be down the road by then, so I can watch it together, mate.
Oh, who knows? Imagine that. Oh, what a video that would make it be. And finally, we've got Ross County Celtic, and let's try and get a video made out of this, right? Do you know what I'm going to do? David? I'm going to act like that this is a video. So everybody here watching, wait, you're going to see the process behind it. We're going to just go over a wee...
Are we going to get the Ryan Mominate intro?
The ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel.
And not just that, but the wee video thing you do after.
The wee that is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, we'll just jump right into it. Celtic 5, Ross. What a result for Celtic in a game which, was very important for Neil Lennon. The 3-5-2, it was brought into fruition. And David, of course, I'll give some context to the people who are now watching on the channel and haven't been following along with the stream today. Big Dave, my good friend here, you were watching Rangers play Dundee United. I was the one, of course, watching Celtic play Ross County, and two very entertaining games and two games that have really set the tone for the rest of the season. But Celtic today, they had to make a statement. This 3-5-2 that we've been waiting and begging for every single week from Neil Lennon was finally brought in. David, You've been the one, you've just been as vocal as me. You have been, I wouldn't say you've been dying to see it. You've been more on the fence of just sheer logic of why is it not happening? Why, from an outside point of perspective, it doesn't affect your life, but you just knew fine well, as did we, that had to be done. So your reaction initially, were you happy?
Well, listen, for someone who didn't watch the game, it's pretty telling that Celtic put two strikers up front, they scored 5 goals. Just like when they put two strikers on the park against Motherwell, they looked better than they had done all season long. They needed to do it, they've done it, they're getting the rewards. Ajeti, obviously still not fully fit, brought off at about the hour mark. Klimala, though, came on, scored a goal, looked really sharp, probably could have had another one. The one piece of the puzzle, I think, that Celtic are missing is the left back slot, the left wing back slot. I think that's the one piece of the puzzle that's kind of missing in terms of the balance of the 3-5-2. Started with Forrest today. Celtic fans not happy with Forrest yet again. He seems to be getting a tough time all the time. Frimpong's built for that role. It's absolutely perfect for him on the right hand side.
I mean,
if we could have someone like him on the left, it'd be perfect.
I know we look at Frimpong being somebody who perhaps isn't defensively as strong as players like Abdel Ahmed and Nir Bito and Chris Farah, who can also drift out right on the right hand side because he is a smaller guy, but he's got the work ethic and he's got the pace to his game to bomb up and down that side of the park easily. And that's why I would like Greg Taylor to get more chances on the left hand side. In that system today, it would have been really good to see Greg Taylor given that chance to play. And I know a lot of fans have got their opinions on Greg Taylor or are against him, a lot for him. But if you're going to play this system, and if this is now going to become the regular under Neil Lennon, we need to play our regular, or who we believe is our regular option to get him fitted into that system. Greg Taylor, don't quite know what he's done to be dropped today. Maybe it's just down to fitness or whatever. I think it is a bit bizarre we're playing, James Forrest in that position, considering he's a right winger. He's not even a defender. But you know what? We'll take it because we got the result. We got 5 goals, which brings me on nicely to the 3 things we've learned. If you want to fire off very quickly, David, just to go into comparison with me, I know you didn't watch the game. It's extremely hard for you to go along and say anything here, right? But from what you have heard and from my reaction today, if you want to pick in the space of 10, 15 seconds, 3 things that you think you picked up for Celtic today.
Well, probably the first thing I mentioned there about square pegs and round holes when it comes to the left wing back slot. That's probably the first thing that, I know there's lots of talk about Celtic looking to sign a left back that was a boy from PSG linked, as well as Zinchenko's been linked this week as well. So maybe that's the next priority for Celtic in the transfer market is getting someone to fill that role. Still a bit shaky at the back, and it tends to be transition. You mentioned it a lot. We got it a lot in the chat today. When they were losing the ball, they weren't quite solid enough. Julian had a pretty shaky game. So
shaky.
Shaky's
actually been very nice to him.
And I'll use this as a thing where, well, I think this one thing is too kind of Duffy being a really good acquisition. You saw that today. You were raving about him. Defensively solid, added a goal threat as well. But also the contrast, the performance between Julian and Duffy shows exactly why you got him in. He is just naturally a more strong defender. So that would be number 2. And number 3, 3-5-2 equals goals. 2 strikers on the park, and they both score goals within the first 10 minutes. So, listen, that was the system that everyone's been crying out for Celtic to play. They've done it, and they reaped the rewards.
3-5-2, you said it perfectly. Julian, his performance today was just abysmal. I don't know what was in his head. He looked, we always talk about that thing, and I said this during the stream. We always talk about how when he plays against a physical striker, he doesn't like it. He looks worried. He looks scared. He looks nervous. Today, he didn't really have a big physical presence against them. He was inviting players in to make him make these mistakes. He had so much time. He had so much space in certain situations. He had the ball at his feet, and he would stand and he'd wait, and the players would come to him. And this is like Ross Stewart running at him and Billy Mackay. And then he's making mistakes from it because he's taking so long. He's so indecisive. So today, Julian has to look at that performance and go, what went wrong and how can I improve? Because he's got 2 great defenders either side of him. This shouldn't be happening. And he's got a goalkeeper behind him who he didn't look as though he had great communication with. And we'll come on to the goalkeeper, because that's one of the things, really. And I'm going to pose the question to you again, David, to get a quick reaction at you in the channel. Before I go into my 3 things with Liam, very quickly, I said it during the stream, I'm going to say it again now. Does Shane Duffy walk into the Premiership and already become the best defender in the league?
I don't know. So people are going to think I'm deflecting, but I think I can't give an honest enough opinion. I've not watched enough of him when he was at Brighton or for Ireland to say that. What I will say is that so far this season, defensively, Rangers have looked better than Celtic.
That's right. It's today we invited Ross County in. There was a big period of the game where they created more chances than us. And if you're giving those chances to perhaps a better team, if you're giving them to a Hibs, an Aberdeen, a Rangers, they're going to take those chances. They're going to score goals.
So I don't think one way or the other say if he's the best defender in the league. We will tell that by the end of the season. Probably you'd be able to give an accurate opinion on that. What I will say is he's a massive acquisition for Celtic, and he will make them better. So, I mean, that's all that's important right now for Celtic is that does he make them better? Yes, he does. And that's exactly what he's planning to do.
100%. Right, okay, 3 things with Liam. I'm going to try and fire through them very quickly because I'm sure David doesn't want to be sitting on my channel all day. How do you feel?
It's a pleasure to be here, mate. Pleasure to be here.
Great. And of
Sub
course,
to TSF, yes, please.
Yep, as I was about to say. Go and follow David on Twitter. The @ is on screen. And also go and subscribe to Talk Scottish Football. That's why we're here to entertain you every Saturday live and our podcast throughout the week. You know how it goes. You know the script. Just do it. First thing we've learned, Chris Commons, shut your hole. Podcast today, and do you know what? I'm putting it in at the start of the video. It's the intro. It's the intro to the video. I said it during the stream. Everybody who's going on about Barkas being rotten, Barkas not being good enough, Barkas looks shaky, blah, 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 because he's not Fraser Forster. I'm going to say it bluntly. I'm going to say it with all honesty. Get your... Oh, I don't want to get too explicit. Get it out of Fraser Forster's arse. That's what I'm saying. Right, he's gone. He doesn't play for us anymore. He didn't even want to come back. We've got to give this guy a chance. And do you know what? Today I thought he looked incredible. There was one dodgy moment where Julian gave the ball back to him, and you'll all remember if you were watching the game because I was pissing myself laughing. I don't know what happened. In a professional game of football, it should not be happening. Julian passes the ball, Barkas goes in his arse. Then when the ball goes back to Julian goes in his arse. And that communication looked weak between them. But throughout the game, Barkas made some top saves. And, you know, we're not going to... It's the same. David, you said it perfectly during the stream. People don't like Taylor. Well, some people don't like Taylor because he's not Kieran Tierney. He's not filling that role the same way as what Tierney did. He's not as good. Not yet, anyway. And he probably never will be because Kieran Tierney's a different breed. Barkas might not automatically be Fraser Forster, but God Almighty, give him a chance. And it doesn't help when you get former players coming on gripping for relevance by saying things like that, like Chris Commons. I think he looked great today. I think he's not done anything wrong since stepping into a Celtic shirt. And I look forward to seeing him more moving forward. I like him. I like the big Greek man. I don't know your perception of it, David, but it's just my opinion.
It's similar with the Greg Taylor thing, is that there's such this emotional attachment to former players that they get better the longer they're away. Forster had an amazing season last year. Yeah, he was really, really, really good. And to replace him with that quality was always going to be tough. Barkas, there is no way you can look at Barkas' time at Celtic so far and conclusively say whether he's good enough for Celtic because he's not had enough to do. He's not played enough games. Come the end of the season, it's the same with Duffy in terms of really the best defender in the league. We will know more as the games progress. So far, has he done anything to make anyone think that he's not good enough for Celtic? No, he's not. So, you know, give the guy a chance.
Very nicely said, Dave. Very nicely said. What else can I say? You know what? You could be a host on this channel someday. You just need to change your
region. Sure about
that. Second thing we learned, look, we've touched on it, and I'm going to touch on it again. Duffy's what we need. Duffy's perfect. And he adds so much to the team, not just defensively, but going forward. He got a goal today. He's a goal threat in the air. And his leadership looked great. And you're looking at him, and I know we've settled. We're never going to... We've got Scott Brown, for Pete's sake. Perhaps the greatest captain of the last 10 years in Scotland. In fact, is the best captain in the last 10 years. There's nobody near him. And you've got McGregor in there, who we've heard spoke so highly about. Kieran Tierney went open goal, spoke about how good a leader he is in the changing room. Duffy today, though, he looked commanding at the back. No nonsense. He was using his strength, his physicality. Yes, I think it took him a wee bit to get into the game. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that everything was perfect. The sun doesn't shine at his arse. Of course, there was mistakes made at points. And I think
if you watch the stream, you'd think otherwise, though. Yeah, mate, you were raving about him.
He's basically the second coming of Jesus, isn't he? I won't be honest about that. But no, look, he's what we need. The way he used his physicality in situations, there was one right at the end of the game I really liked. Just shutting the player off, and players like Julian and Ayer make that look difficult, and it shouldn't be difficult, guys their size. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, David, because if people watched us consistently and knew your opinions on Christopher Julian, they would know everything you have to say about him. But he makes such simple things defensively look hard. Duffy comes in, makes him look easy, made a goal-stopping clearance as well, a block. He's great. He brings so much experience to the team. And I do believe that he comes into this league potentially being one of the top players. I'm not going to say it straight away because we've got to see how he fits in. There's a long way to go. But he is up there. An international, a goal scorer, man of the match today. Everything he brings to the team was just gorgeous to watch. David, any comments? On
Shane Duffy? Well, apart from what I've already said, listen, I think him and Julian will complement each other well, and that Julian's, well, a lot of, this is an interesting thing, because when Duffy was rumoured and all this carry on, everyone thought, right, we're getting a big, strong defender, he's going to be an enforcer, he's going to win everything. But then I was listening to, I think it was Stephen Naismith who was talking about when he was with him at Everton, I think. Ball playing defender, he's just as good. So, if he's got that side to him, he'll be really well balanced. But him and Julian will complement each other well, and what Julian's good at is, bringing the ball out from the feet. He's got pace. And there's the phone.
Come on, Hod, what you're saying, Hod, what you're saying.
See, right, we can edit this. He can edit this out of his video, but we're not editing it out.
I can edit that for a change. On you go.
I can't remember what I was saying, but Duffy will be a good signing for Celtic.
Nice.
I'm ready for the pub, son. What's happening here?
Julian will learn off him. You know what? I think Duffy will give confidence to Julian's game. We don't know if Ayer's going to remain at club. Quick opinion before we move on to the third and final thing. Do you think Ayer will leave Celtic?
No.
Okay, no. Fair enough. I like to hear it from an outsider. That gives me a confidence boost. And finally, the third thing we learned. Neil Lennon must have got his Nat King Cole last night. Jesus, or there's something in the snooze. What was he
two for one on snooze.
Oh, 2 for 1 on snooze. Oh my God. Starts the 3-5-2. You think your eyes are deceiving you. It's what we've been begging for.
Drops Christie.
He brings in Ismailia Sorrow, Patrick Klamara, Albion Ayeti, all these players getting time. What? Neil, you're about, but the thing we learned, more importantly, that was more of a joke about him getting his Nat King Cole, of course. But what we learned, David said it perfectly, so there's not much I need to say. He said it right at the start. 3-5-2 equals goals. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Celtic's performance was perfect today. It wasn't. There was a lot of problems with Celtic's performance, especially late in the first half, early in the second half. Until we got our third goal, we looked unsure of ourselves. And after we got the second goal, between the second and third goal, basically, we just looked very, very weird, very worried. And we allowed Ross County a lot of domination. And if we give other teams those opportunities, they will score them. We looked like we couldn't deal with pressure, which is nonsense for a team at our level and the players that we've got. We should be able to deal with pressure from these teams. But with this 3-5-2, what was the main thing that happened today? We got 2 goals very early on in the game, and that is what we have struggled for as this season has went on, and we've made life difficult for ourselves. So 3-5-2, we have learned, is the way forward. Neil, keep it going. That's exactly what we need to do. David, you look disinterested over there, son.
I'm just
you're on the phone. You deciding what you're having to drink tonight, eh?
Oh, I'm one of them in the fridge once we're done here, but hey.
You still brought it out on stream, son.
Yeah?
You still brought it out on stream?
No, I'm trying to class up the joint.
Ah, right, okay. So what you're saying is I'll bring us down.
Absolutely.
3-5-2, but our best tactic in football history?
Yes.
Better than the Pep? Better than the Jurgen Gengen press?
Gengen? What the fuck was Gengen?
Or Gegen press, whatever it's called.
I have no idea. I'm just like starstruck to be on Ryan 118's channel.
I mean, I know you should be. Look, big week coming ahead for Celtic now. David, what do you think of Celtic's packed fixture list?
It's all ball and goalie's fault.
I meant more of what to think on.
I mean, was I wrong? Though? No, listen, I mean, that's why you have a big squad. That's why Celtic have won 9 league titles in a row, because they're used to consistently winning. If you're playing all the time, means you're successful in loads of different competitions. So I don't think it'll be too much of an issue for them.
Fair enough. Big game on Wednesday. We'll do our match preview when that comes around, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching the video. And goodbye. Which brings us back onto the stream, David. It's been nice to have you here today. I take it you're all wrapped up, ready to go.
I'm ready to go, mate.
Ready to go. Well, thank you everybody who has been watching throughout. David, I look forward to doing our podcast on Tuesday. You're sounding thrilled. That means goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. See you all next time.